Well, first of all, answering.
Oh, yeah, he can get set up with the music. I can go cut
Yeah,
my
I gotta
steak.
set
It's
you up with the
great time.
Music.
music. We have a new sound system.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for that immersion.
Do I have to do anything on my end?
Yeah, it's a little annoying, but once it's set up, it's done. So.
Alright.
Let me get you the link. You have to make a free account. Unfortunately.
Is it
Okay.
Sirenscape?
Yeah, I already posted it all.
Yeah, I just scrolled down.
You have to link it every time you open it.
No. No, it should stay automatically linked.
Made me link it again.
What kind of puzzle was that?
Everybody says that. It's so stupid.
Okay, so I have the account.
Okay, in the top there should be a button that says Sirenscape Online or something.
Okay.
Yeah, Sirenscape Online, just hit the little arrow to drop it down and click Windows under Player Downloads. Once it's downloaded, just open it. It'll give you it's a little application that should give you a code, 4-digit code.
Okay.
To that drop down under Sirenscape Online, go to Control Panel. And
Hold
there should be
on.
a... Okay.
This device is not linked to any account. Link device. Okay. Do I
Is
have
it
to
linked?
put in a pin?
Do you have the 4-digit PIN?
Yes.
Yeah, that should be under your control panel. It should ask for that.
Do you need it?
I don't need it. You do need it.
Okay.
Are you linked? Is it all
Yep.
done? Okay. Now I just have to send you a invite.
Okay.
All right, says you accepted, and then just have that the application open, the online player, and the background on your desktop, and that's all you have to do. Because we can check if it's working. Can you hear music?
No.
Can everybody else hear music?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. I hear it now.
Perfect. All right, everybody's working. Excellent. That's that. What else? Did we want to go over our exercise?
Yeah, so we are moving forward with an exercise in role playing. I think the mistake that we made going into this was, well, usually people come up with their own backstories and set of character motivations. And I think as noobs, none of us really did so. So I think now we're going to be assigning people, I guess, character motivations and general backstories, and we're going to become expanding on them as we go along, of course. This is just a framework. But yeah, so
just to get it started.
yeah, because I think right now what's happening with us is, well, I mean, D&D is you're supposed to be playing to a character, whereas for a lot of it, it's just like we're kind of just living in or playing ourselves in a fantasy world. So we basically, we're an isekai right now. So yeah. So this is just an RP exercise, or rather we're going to just assign these traits right now, and I think moving forward we're going to try to play two characters rather than just playing a game. So does that sound okay with everyone?
Okay.
I'm down.
I don't know what you just said.
Good. What did you miss?
Everything, because I was cutting a steak.
What
So
kind of
fat.
steak?
That should be part
New
of your
York strip.
character.
You see my character's design? It's there.
There you go.
It is part of his character. Right?
It's built in.
Please tell me you salted that steak.
Of course. Who doesn't salt their steak?
Good man.
Salt and
People
I know,
pepper.
but-
salt,
for sure.
pepper,
I know plenty of people who don't. salt their
sometimes
steaks.
garlic powder.
Hell yeah.
I like to rub just crushed garlic all over it. That's it. That's really good.
Salt, pepper, garlic, thyme. That's it. Nothing else. No sauce.
Do a little butter at the end. It's great.
Hell yeah.
Based in butter, yeah.
Wait,
I
how
don't
do you
like-
how do you eat your steak?
Medium rare.
Okay, good.
Acceptable.
Some of my students are like, well done only.
Are they
What the
Asian?
fuck? I was like, no.
Oh,
I was
okay,
like,
good.
well, you should just eat a shoe at that point.
There's that King of the Hill joke I always think about, where it's like Hank is cooking steak and Bobby asks, well, what if they want well done? Hank turns to Bobby and says, we politely ask them to leave.
Hell yeah.
It took me the longest time to get my parents down from like well done to like medium well. I can get them to do a medium every now and then.
There's no flavor. It's just
They think
burnt piece of
the
meat.
red juice is blood. I'm like, no, it doesn't
well.
work. like
First of all, you can't get sick from fucking steak, unless someone scratched their butthole before serving it.
Those people have never had tartar, and that's probably the greatest shit
tartar.
ever made.
Tartar's delicious.
that. I don't like tartar.
Depends on where you get it from.
Yeah.
No, I like tuna tartar. I don't like beef tartar.
I can't do tuna tartar. I can't do raw tuna. Like seared tuna steaks. I'll eat it, but I'm not gonna enjoy it.
Can you do sushi?
Oh, I love sushi.
It's
Like tuna
functionally the
sushi?
same thing.
But yeah, but the thing is, I eat tuna sushi, like the sushi rolls, not the
I don't like
sashimi.
I don't like the raw or like semi-seared tuna steaks. I like raw tuna
Yeah,
or fully cooked tuna. I don't like the in between.
yeah, the in between's weird. Like the outside is peppery and like cooked, and then the inside is cold, and I can't do it.
I actually really like that kind of tuna. If you can serve it like with like on noodles or with a side or something, that's when I think it's the best. It's kind of weird on its own. Gotta get balanced out.
So, anyways, what did I miss?
All right, so we're moving forward with an exercise in role playing, because right now,
Character development.
right, because right now we're literally just playing a game as ourselves, in an isekai universe. So, we've constructed a few general character motivations and backstories. I'm gonna PM them to each of you right now. Answer, not gonna send yours, just because you kind of already have them. So,
I was the only one that wrote a backstory for my guy.
I mean, I did too, but
I mean, my guy is based on another character, so it's kind of changing.
It works.
Fine.
He's based on another character kind of from the same universe, so you know.
Yeah. Except literally my backstory, I just changed the name of the original character to my character. Answer is a human sorcerer from the plane of Urborg. That's in the magic universe.
How dare you write this for me? I'm insulted.
Are you insulted?
Very insulted. Well,
Why
there's
are
a
you
lot
insulted?
of assumptions and judgment calls. Invading Orphan. What if there were elves?
I mean, that's also okay, as long as they were brutally murdered.
I mean, you guys can change this as you want to use it as a framework,
Yeah.
but you know,
The
add
trash
that to like.
See, I feel like I've already portraying my character.
Well, I couldn't really... You didn't give me anything. So I kinda played as much as I could off of what you have, but I think as we move forward, we're gonna keep expanding on these gradually. So we're gonna post these in each of your what's that called? D&D Beyond profiles, and we'll probably be modifying them. So this is
I'm
the
fine
baseline.
with my character.
All right, that's out of the way.
How do we use this exercise per se in story?
Just try to add it, keep it in mind, and incorporate it into your interactions with.
Is this something I would do?
Yes.
Yes,
exactly.
as a character, would you be motivated to do this? Like, would you want to protect this bear, or would you not?
Oh, because
course.
they have a weird obsession with animals?
I mean, it's not a
Yes.
weird obsession. They're
It's very
intimate.
There you go.
You want to talk.
What do you mean?
I've been
got no
naked.
obsession with animals.
No one can trust you, man.
I feel like I have more trust than you do.
What you mean? Which I want to spend a night alone with him or me? I'll answer that.
I feel like that's the easy answer.
Nobody answers. What was the other thing? I had a thing that I had to. What was that rule that I was talking about? House rule. New house rule. To shake things up a bit. This is for both parties because this has been happening quite a bit. I am altering the way that long rests work.
Uh-oh.
This is actually kind of included in the official rules, but I'm adding on to it. Basically, depending on both where you decide to take your long rest, this is if you're taking a long rest like out in the field. If you're in an inn or whatever, it's fine. But if you are out in the field and you, depending on where it is, how dangerous the location is, and the amount of preparation you take to set up the camp, and you know the precautions and everything, you may or may not get your bonuses at the end of the long rest, depending on those factors. So this is mainly just to mitigate the, you know, I'm gonna walk into this dungeon, kill a couple things, and then pass out on the cold stone floor and get a good night's rest. You probably wouldn't get a good night's rest, and you may or may not be attacked in the middle of it. So instead, if anything bad happens during those, it'll count as a short rest instead. Unless you guys like scout ahead or set up camp really nice or whatever you guys decide to do to do that. But just keep that in mind going forward. So whenever we go to take a long rest from now on, just wait a bit before you hit the button, and we'll act out the watch and everything and blah blah blah. But that's, just keep that in mind as we play. Long rests are a little more difficult to get now.
We are cutting down on the rampant long resting.
Oh, is that bad? I mean, it's questionable places if you rested, though.
There were some questionable places.
Yeah. So I'm just wrapping it up into a rule to make it easy for everybody. And I think that's it. There's nothing
Yep.
else. So keep the RP stuff in mind. I'll try to. We're really basic right now, but we'll add on to them and let's go. I'll do a bit of a recap here because someone missed last sessions.
Floated away like a fucking blueberry.
Yeah, to explain what happened to me.
You got Willy
It can
Wonka.
happen.
That's what happened.
I got Willy Wonka.
I guess we're gonna find out.
We'll find out. All right. Last time you were at Falcon. You pretty much spent your whole last session at Falcon's hunting lodge, actually. You met with the members of the Lord's Alliance that showed up to aid Sildar in his scouting mission of the surrounding woods to kind of root out the dangerous orc and goblin tribes that have been like plaguing the roadways, and of course kidnapped the dwarf who originally hired you like a week ago now. His name is Gundren. He's still looking to find him. And you met with them. There were 5 of them. The twins named Elroy and Seb, who pretty much talked in unison all the time. You had Great Ice Flow, also known as Flo, who is a tabaxi cat lady from the north. And Bean, a blue-haired gnome that really liked cigars. And
Gnomes.
Gnomes! Yes. Among Falcon and another, not a member of the Lord's Alliance, but another mysterious figure that was kind of poking around, who ended up being the battle goat that had assisted you in battle. He was an old man, halfling, druid by the name of Redoth that was called in by Sildar to aid in the investigation of the surrounding woods, since he is very familiar with the area. You guys discussed plans on what to do next, discovering that your horse and wagon had again been stolen by what appeared to be goblins after you left them out in the woods all night and took a long rest. You discussed with Sildar and Falcon on what to do, whether you should go to find your belongings and reclaim your things from the goblins, or go out to find your missing comrade, Dor, who had last been seen at the loggers' camp. Falcon explained that there was a very old Ankeg hive, or nest, in the tunnels beneath the ruins of a town called Thunder Tree, which was a little bit farther down the Neverwinter River from the loggers' camp. And having no other leads to go off of, you decided that you would head there first to try to find Dor if he was still alive. And that's where you guys ended off. Falcon, Seb, Elroy, and a little gnome with a cigar already lit, waddling behind you, took off into the woods, now on foot since you don't have your horses or your wagon, and you started traveling back along the same path you took to get to the loggers' camp. Of course, all of this happened right after you defeated a incursion of orcs on the lodge, and your fellow adventurer Ansrin at the end of battle suddenly seemed to just kind of lose control of himself, let out an odd little sound, and as his skin turned quite blue, and he kind of just began to float off into the darkness out of your view, and you could not find him after that, and still you do not know where he is. And that, I think, brings us up to date on everything that happened. It was a little bit messy, but at this point, you had just left. You had walked over the bridge, out of the lodge with your 4 accompanying travelers from the Lord's Alliance, and you had headed off into the woods. So I need to know marching order and who's keeping watch and all the usual.
Gale is in front to the right of the group, about 6 feet away.
Always. Gotcha.
Social distancing.
6 feet.
I can take up one of the front spots, if not the front first.
Okay. You
Tell
have
me your
nothing
neck
to
just takes
strive
the
on.
rear.
Of course. All right. Is this just like your general permanent marching order that you're always in?
Then I want to be in middle.
All right. And I'm assuming Gale is keeping a lookout.
Yep.
Or Koga, since you guys are in the front.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys can both keep a lookout. All right. It will take you a little longer to travel this time along this path, since you do not have your wagon on. Well, not too much, because ox-drawn wagons aren't incredibly fast, but you make your way up along this worn path following the stream that branches off from the main source of Neverwinter River. The day goes by mostly without any incident. It's still really nice weather. It's been a streak of nice weather for about a week now. And yeah, not much happens as you travel down this road. I will say, as it begins to enter into late evening, mid to late evening, Koga and Gale, can you do perception checks for me?
Hey.
Wow.
Oh ho. Okay.
Ho ho.
Ho 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 ho. All right. So as it begins to enter into late evening, I'll say about 6-7 p.m. You guys just come up onto I'd say about half a mile out from where the river branched that you remember last time, where you found the badger. And as you are coming up around the bend of a large hilly, like kind of cliffy ridge in the forest off to your left, you hear a bit of a commotion off in the forest. And that it sounds quite like the crashing of branches and breaking of twigs of something up in the trees. And that brings us to Ansarin, who you are just waking up now after a very familiar bout of blacking out and deep sleep. You wake up as you gently bump into a tall tree that is kind of jutting up above the rest.
If I woke up in a tree.
No, you're just kind of floating still in the air peacefully, and you're now waking up as you bump into this tree.
Well,
And you guys will hear this commotion down on the ground below, a couple 100 feet off into 200 feet off into the woods, kind of up by this ridge. As you try to grab onto the small upper branches of this tree, and can you do a athletics check for me?
oh god.
Wait, what did you? Oh my god, you're -1.
Perfect.
Oh god.
Perfect.
Guys. Hello?
Still quite sleepy. You don't manage to get a good grip on the small branches of this tree and the very top of it, and you do come crashing down with quite a loud noise. Taking, let me see. Oh no, 4 bludgeoning damage as you kind of bounce between a few branches and catch yourself down, like towards the midsection of the tree on one of the larger branches before you fall all the way down. And very clearly announcing your presence to the rest of the party, who kind of pokes their head around this ridge.
How close is he?
You can see him he's up on a tree, like kind of up this ridge from where you are down at the bottom on the trail.
Ah, my back.
How do, friend? I thought you'd floated away and died.
I blacked out. This happens when my wild magic gets out of control.
So we should expect something like this fairly frequently.
It depends. It depends.
Should we tie you down after a fight?
It comes and goes. It comes and goes.
You're shouting this down to them. And Answerin, also, can you do a perception check for me? Oh wow, you guys are perception.
We are
perception day.
perceptive.
From your perch up in this tree, you do actually down. You can see as this ridge kind of curves around to the right of you, off to the west, and you can see what seems to be a kind of a marshy, watery area up at the top of it, and a strange-looking, what seems to be a small cave entrance that kind of catches your eye, as you see nothing but trees all around you for quite a few miles. And you continue to make your way down the rest of the tree without any issues.
Should I roll for that?
You want to roll?
Is there a hill that I need to go down?
No, it's not.
Fuck.
The ridge isn't that steep.
I mean, I've done fell down the stairs.
I've
I fell out of a tree.
taken a few tumbles now. Not a very athletic mage. Even though that's kind of your build.
Yeah, very athletic. That's on purpose.
Alright. What do you guys want to do? What do you want to do with this information? Do you want to keep heading out?
Friends, I saw a cave
Uh,
along the marshes.
a cave.
Don't know what it is.
Falcon, you think the goblins are there?
He doesn't know about the goblins.
Falcon doesn't?
Goblins? What
Ask him.
goblins?
Falcon's not with
What
us?
did what did I miss?
Uh,
Friend, what did I miss?
we got our shit stolen again.
Again?
Again.
Technically we left it. It wasn't stolen.
We're supposed to be
It
watching the
appears
animals.
to be goblins. So, unfortunately, we are. Well, our friends here are going to do some goblin scouting, and we're probably going to go ahead and search for Door because I think he might be dead.
Did I notice any movement when I looked at the cave? Like any
No.
lights? Nothing.
Nope, you
Just
didn't
a cave
notice
entrance?
anything aside from, there's a cave entrance in a weird area.
Well, from past experience, we know goblins live in caves. We've ran into them. So I'd assume the cave that I saw over the ridge is where they might be.
How close are we
You guys
to
are-
where our shit was?
You have passed it.
Like how far? Maybe a couple miles?
I can't say exact distance. Well, you were half a mile out from the lodge, and you've traveled. It was like 11, and you've traveled 6 or 7 hours. So you're probably
Probably well
What?
past it.
you're well past it. Quite a few miles past it.
Okay. Personally, I think we should keep with our plan. I want to get caught up in a cave fight again like before.
Fill me in on this plan.
Well, we're literally just going to try and find the Thunder Tree. Falcon here says he knows
Thunder
of...
tree.
Yep, he
Okay.
thinks there might be signs of a ant colony nearby, so
And kegs.
yeah, that.
Ah,
Yes.
and kegs. Yes, I know. I know everything about them.
Yes, everything.
Doubt that based on your last encounter with them.
Falcon will pipe up to kind of add into what you said after you referenced him. He'll just say, yes, I happy to see you well, by the way. I didn't see you float off, but I heard that it happened and quite curious. But yes, fill you in quick. Thunder Tree used to be the site of about a few decades past, an old pancake nest with a queen. She was slain by a adventurer. What was his name? Palion, I believe. There's tributes of him all over Neverwinter, but yes, he was. The colony was taken out, and the tunnels below the town were emptied. But after the eruption took place, it's very likely that they would be driven out from deeper in the forest under the mountain, and perhaps take up residence in these old tunnels. At least that's my guess. That's as much as I can aid to this.
You good now? Answer. I know you kind of disoriented, but yeah.
I think I'm caught up now.
Is he still up in the tree?
No,
No, he's-
Oh, okay.
I'm with you guys.
A little dirty, but he's
As
good.
I'm pulling branches and
How
leaves out
blue
of
is he
my
still?
person.
Is he slowly fading in blue?
Hey, the blue has faded out now
Okay.
before he even came out of the tree.
I see.
As you guys are standing around, kind of trying to figure out what to do, a new face you haven't seen yet answer, and a little bit more than 3 feet of 3 foot tall gnome waddles up with a cigar kind of gritted between his teeth, and he just says, "Oi, so a cave, yeah?"
Yes, I did see a cave, little gnome friend.
Name's Bean.
Bean,
Aye.
have you met my gnome friend Koga?
Aye.
Why do you do this to me? Even he knows I'm not a gnome.
What do you mean?
I don't see any other gnomes around here.
Hmm.
He's clearly a gnome.
You're
Anyway,
clearly
yes,
not
a
a very
cave.
good academic.
Yes, I saw a cave.
Aye. You know what's usually in caves, yeah?
Goblins.
Treasure.
There, exactly. And he points at Yukon. Treasure. Or, things to kill.
Want to spread some of your fury around, do you, Fury?
Yeah. He pulls out like a single bomb and just starts tossing it around in his hand. Carelessly.
I heard the explosion last time.
Oh, these beauties are perfectly fine.
Gale pinches the bridge of his nose and says, I mean, we could examine this cave, but we got a doorknob and breeder to look for.
Did you see doorknob?
Yeah,
I did.
Falcon will chime in and say, I agree with Gale here. I think we should move forward.
Or we'll go.
Let's go.
Please take lead while I, just closing on. Listen to those birds, though. They sound wonderful.
Yes.
So to Thunder Tree we go then.
Yeah.
Is there, one moment.
Sure. Bean will turn to Falcon and ask, "Hey, how far away is this loggers camp that you're speaking of?" And Falcon will say, "Oh well, let's say another half a day's travel." Actually, you do bring up a good point. Perhaps this isn't such a bad place to set up camp since it's getting late into the evening at this point. I'm not sure we'll make it before night falls.
Wait, you want to set up camp in the other cave we got tagged in?
There's a cave up on the ridge, as
Oh, the cave.
your old friend said. Yeah.
Still iffy, but
Before
sure.
we leave the area, Gale is going to carve a a mysterious mark in a tree nearby.
Huh.
Surreptitiously.
What car, Nigel? Nothing? Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sketchy though.
What say you, friends? You think we should move on and find another place, or take our chances with this cave on the ridge? I've camped out in worse places.
I like the prospect of treasure, so
Gil sighs it and says, well, as long as we're here.
I find comfort in hills and caves. I think that'll be good for
You
us.
think?
Well, unless there's more goblins. But you can.
Well, at the very least, if we find goblins, that might be useful to us at this point. I can't imagine what else might live in such a cave that would prove any trouble for a group this size, so let's at least give it a shot, scout it out.
Bears are pretty tough. I wouldn't want to fight a big bear.
Ah,
Just saying.
bears aren't too scary. I've taken out a few in my day.
No.
You don't believe me?
I mean, have you seen how big they get?
I
Yeah.
have lived in these woods my whole life.
They say when you find a bear, carry a small weapon because it's easier for them to jam it up your ass.
Is that what they say?
What kind of bears are you fighting?
The biggest bears.
The
San
ass
Francisco.
jamming bears.
The bears that know how to wield a weapon.
Bears that you find in the nightclub?
Both
What's a
Seb
nightclub?
and... Yeah, what's that? Both Seb and Elroy, the twins, who seem to be pretty quiet most of the time, like burst out in this really obnoxious laughter at your half joke. And both of them kind of say under their breath, like, God, they have the best jokes.
We do. We got finding more where these came from.
We're all jokes.
We're basically a joke.
All jokes in style.
Kind of like their
Alright.
style.
Not like Ma Fury. Alright, so you guys, I'm assuming, what is the consensus? Are you going
I
to...
think we're staying
move
at
on
the
or
cave.
stay?
Yeah.
Okay. To the cave it is. You guys trudge off the path and clamber up this short ridge towards where Ansrin pointed out this cave. And you come up to the top of the ridge to see what seems to be a small rocky hilltop that does indeed have the entrance of a small cave in it.
Can I see if this cave has been entered or disturbed recently?
Yeah, sure. Do a perception check. From where you're standing, or do you want to walk up?
I can't move my map or my dude.
please.
Refresh.
There it is.
I can't refresh.
I have lost the ability to move again.
Lost
I'm
the
fine.
ability to technology.
Can everybody else move besides those two?
It happened to you last time too, didn't
Yeah.
it? You couldn't move. That's so weird.
I think it happens whenever I move this map, actually.
Where's the cave entrance?
Go for it.
Are you okay now?
No, I can't. I think
Zoom
it's
out.
actually freezing every time something happens. Oh, it's back. It might have been loading something.
You have 8 other applications open, including Minecraft.
Minecraft is closed.
Oh, it's Minecraft. You
There we go.
No, Minecraft is close for me. It should be fine now. Yeah, I'll
Minecraft
walk up to
closed
the.
when it wants to close.
This is true. I'll walk up to the cave entrance and see if anything's been disturbed recently.
Alright. Walk up to the cave entrances here. So you walk up to about there. You have a little gnome friend following in your wake, trying to be as sneaky as you are. Oi, what do you see in that? Anything? Do a perception check, did you? You, as far as you could tell, the entrance seems to be covered in a decent amount of just like rubble and cave debris. There's a couple like cobwebs and things scattered about, but nothing seems too out of the ordinary aside from kind of a musky scent, and it seems like the area around here is oddly marshy for whatever reason. There's some puddles and pools of water around.
Doesn't look like anyone's been near here recently, Fury. I think we're good to go in.
Why do you call me that? My name's Bean.
I like your style.
Touche. Alright,
Yeah.
go in.
I'm gonna come
So
on.
I'm gonna head into the cave real quick. And do I have
Gale,
light
wait.
generation?
You see, Gale. Gale, you have two people who are easily, no, three, easily see in the dark, and one of them glows.
Hey, big guy, can you come here and light this shit up?
You okay, Cotton Nuggies?
Are you talking to me?
I was like, where am I going?
I don't think you're kind of
There's another big guy here, Fury.
Oh,
You're not really
sorry.
big. Thing. No
Whoa,
offense.
whoa, whoa.
Oh.
Hello?
You're not big enough.
Arrow? Are you okay?
I was like, where am I going?
Copy of necklace, please.
Oh my God.
Right there. Go there.
It's like Dragon Ball. You move so fast I can't see you.
Alright, so I'm going to... Arrow, what will you do, or... What will you do if I try to hop up on your shoulders?
What do I get out of this?
Head pats.
I accept that.
Okay. Gale will hop up on Copy of Nugget's shoulders and start rubbing his head as he keeps a lookout.
Perfect. Why is this a thing that happens? Right. As Falcon walks up, he takes like a really brief look around and says, it seems like a pretty natural cavern. I don't see anything too out of the ordinary. Shall we make our way inside?
Sure. But if you want me to be sure, I can really yell in this cave really loud. Then make sure everything wakes up. No surprises.
I would advise against that, but...
What?
So your plan is to wake anything inside up.
Better to wake it up now than later.
As a side note, this is not how you successfully kill bears.
Well, luckily I do not want to kill bears.
Alright, well, hopefully there's not a bear in there.
I'm going to attack a bear if it's a bear. Let's go.
Right.
Necklace, please. Big move. Thank you.
Alright, as you walk up into and come around the corner of this cavern, you do actually see an odd sight. A small wooden bridge, kind of just a couple planks cobbled together with a few rusty nails, has been laid across the small pool of water that kind of makes a wet sound in this cavern.
Goddamn bridges. Is this gonna happen again?
Can I walk up and test the bridge's sturdiness?
Yeah, do an investigation check.
Koga, stay close. I don't want you getting washed away again.
Was that me?
Shit.
That was you.
You kind of push your foot down on it a couple times. It bounces a little bit, but seems to be holding.
It looks pretty
We've
good to me,
learned
guys.
nothing.
What's wrong with you guys and bridges? It's just a bridge, man.
Alright, Gale walks up and makes his way quickly across.
I think Copy should go next.
I think Copy should have went first.
Well, Gale was light, so I mean,
I
he
feel
had a
like
better
he should have
chance.
gone last. Or he should go last.
Have Nick made across? We all saved in.
We need.
Fine.
Everybody
Well-
across at the same time. It's cool now.
As the two make their way across, you hear just a loud creaking sound as it bows down heavily, but manages to not break.
I was gonna say, can I test the depths of the water with like
You
the
can
end
look
of my
down into
axe?
it.
A plumb line.
You kind of poke the shaft of your axe into the water. You find that it's only 2 feet deep.
2 feet. This is my game time. I'm gonna shape some water here and make me a nice path to safety. I don't have a shade of this game. I have a shade. Damn. Fuck. Is that it?
Huh. Not what I expected to find. And what's that off in the... Is that something glowing? This is Falcon speaking.
Can I can certainly see it glowing, right?
Yeah.
Can
You see a
I-
faint glow.
Can I go up and investigate what it is? Without getting too close.
Yeah.
Like, here.
Let's say do a stealth check as you go up to investigate.
Oh no.
Here we go.
My specialty.
Alright.
Could have been worse.
You crouch down low and creep forward as the rest of the party hangs back. And you do start to hear strange sounds kind of floating up from deeper in the cave. It sounds like faint hissing and a little bit of rattling, like skin scratching against rock. And you walk up to see what just seems to be a small, loose crystal lying on the ground, not attached to anything. It's not grown into the cave. It's simply lying there, glowing with a faint green light.
Can I go up and check?
Yeah,
I would very much like to see this crystal.
you'll need to do a stealth check.
I am stealthier than you.
I think this is historically accurate for this campaign.
You walk up and you see the same sight that he does, kind of tucked away behind a large cluster of rocks.
Is it small enough to scoop up with the leather map case?
Yes, actually.
I will do so and then make my way back to the party. And
Wait, can I take a look at it before you take it?
I mean,
Start scoop it up, man.
Can I?
I'll show it to you in the case.
I would
what
like
this
to very
is.
much take a close look at it. Yes.
I'll put the case in his face.
You just hold it up to him as it glows brightly in his face.
Can I see if I recognize or know anything about this crystal?
Sure. Do a Arcana check for me.
Fuck.
Huh.
In terms of magical items you've studied, this one does not actually register to you as something you've come in contact with before, so it kind of piques your curiosity quite a bit.
And with that, well, are you going to say anything about that?
I have
was
no
that?
idea. I don't know what it is.
Well, that, Gale is going to shut the case and make his way back to the party.
Alright. Creep your way back the 10 or so feet back as you watch as Khan is currently in the process of pulling some airbender shit with the water, making it flow up and over the sides into an odd pathway.
I'm pretty sure there's
Fine.
something else in here.
Makes you think that.
Well, I heard something slithering, and judging by the undisturbed nature of the entrance, there's probably something that lives here full time.
Shit,
I also
I
found
just
this, and I'm going to open this sack and shove it in their faces.
Nice.
And that is.
Unclear.
Wait, what you got there?
Take a look, Fury, and I'll shove it in his face.
Fury kind of just waddles up onto this bridge with not a care in the world. Doesn't even creak under his weight. He kind of peers at it with squinted eyes. Oh, huh. Never seen anything like that. Is it magic?
I'm not sure. It was just lying on the ground, though. It's not like a natural formation or anything, so.
Secret treasure.
Well, let's hope so, and not demon droppings.
Demon droppings. There's still a treasure.
I've never seen a demon that makes droppings like that.
You seen demon?
That would hurt coming out.
Or demon?
I've heard of demons.
You know I'm half demon.
I figured.
Oh.
What about the horns on your face?
Okay. A lot of things have horns. Like oxen.
Exactly. Like oxen and demons.
Oxen are like kitten.
And with that, so that rock is gone from the floor.
Yeah.
So it's not glowing there anymore. How dark is it outside of Copy of Nekas's range?
It's pretty dark. You just have the faint light that comes in, the fading daylight from the cave entrance, and that's pretty dim.
Can I sneak over behind the rock again and see if I hear anything else?
Yep, do another stealth check.
Oh boy.
You're really testing your
Yeah,
limit.
Oh,
usually
God.
gonna fuck us up with the stealth thing.
It's going downhill.
Alright. You creep over to the rock, right about to where you found the crystal, and peer around, just in time to see a large snake go slithering past the entrance
Ah, shit.
of this pathway.
And he's gonna scurry on back to the group.
Alright.
Well, there's snakes in here.
Big.
Just one.
It's like 1 foot. Something.
Maybe
Trade
2
snakes.
meters.
2 meters. It's small, man. You can't handle that. But let's let them be.
Yeah, a couple snakes never hurt anyone.
Well, I mean, at the very least, if we're gonna stay here, we should stay near the entrance.
I agree. Quite like this bridge here. I might make it my bed.
Bitch. Bed on the bridge.
Yeah, it's like a hammock.
I don't know if that's comfortable, but you do that.
I mean, you're currently sitting on a thing of water, so
Yeah, it's nice and comfy over here.
precisely. I like wood.
Like ice.
See?
Well, but the rest
What
of
time
you
is
guys,
it?
end up.
It's getting into about 8 o'clock. 8:30. Night is just setting in.
I gotta walk up to Falcon and show him the rock and say, "You know what this is?"
He peers at it and says, I reckon some kind of magic crystal. Sorry if I'm not much help with trinkets and things.
Can I hold on to the crystal and try to attune myself, study it as
Do you
we're
think that's a safe answer?
Yeah, absolutely.
You need a wild magic in that crystal. Sounds like a bad combo.
Gale's going to kind of fling it using the bag.
Fling it. Oh, you don't want to touch it.
I don't want to touch it.
I mean, Bean said maybe
At
drop it.
answering, so.
So I hold on to the crystal and I start petting it. And then I go
Stand over there, sir. No, you're gonna.
I go over here. And I just ponder and study the crystal as we're deciding what to do next.
Plop down. Falcon will actually come over and kind of brush some cobwebs aside and sit down next to you.
Gale's going to go into this little cubby hole and face the inside of the cave.
So what do I do if I want to study it further? To try and get answers?
Usually you would do that. You just do it during a short or a long rest.
Okay.
You take some time to. I don't know. It doesn't specify in the rules, but you take some time to study it and you learn its qualities.
Okay.
So we will get to that when we finish our rest here. In the meantime, what are the rest of you doing?
Making a nice ice, but
Sounds good.
Are we
How long does your ice last?
take me 1 hour, so I'm gonna get wet.
You're going to get wet.
Are we taking a short rest or a long rest here, guys?
Just around 8 or so. Take a short rest. Go to the middle of the night. You wanna go out in the middle of the night?
Well, as long as we're here, we might as well take a long rest and start out early in the morning tomorrow.
I will pour over this crystal as we're taking a long rest.
Guys, where's Bean at?
What?
Where's Bean?
Who? Oh, Fury.
He was just right on the bridge last I saw him.
Oh, he's not right next to
He's
me.
over off in the corner. Nice getting closer.
What? Does he want to get eaten by snakes? He's kind of small again, and he's probably at risk.
Kind of waddles back over from crouching down next to the rocks that Gale had been. He under his breath is like, "There's a big one over there. We should probably stay away from it.
I mean, you definitely should stay away from it. I mean,
What if it has treasure?
It looks really fat."
It could have eaten someone with treasure.
he'll poop it out soon.
You want to go see if it's holding treasure?
Take a squat and wait for it to poop it out.
Do snakes poop?
Yeah.
Snakes poop? You ever seen a snake?
No,
Yeah,
they
like
do
I've
it.
seen snake poop.
Cloaca.
They're very cleanly,
Hmm.
so I've heard.
Guess we'll find out soon enough. If we stick around too long. That is. Or if Bean gets eaten.
I mean, Bean gets eaten, we'll definitely find out.
Never. They try to eat me, they get my fury. Kind of
Wow.
squats down in a corner and starts puffing on a newly lit cigar.
Gale's going to conjure up a light breeze to blow the smoke away from him.
I ask for a cigar.
What was that?
Uh,
Cobra? Sorry.
I ask for a cigar. He has a spare.
Ah, fellow smoker. Anything for a friend? He kind of pulls out this giant pouch that's just stuffed full of cigars. Hands one to you.
Take it. I light one.
Gale's going to conjure up a slightly stronger breeze to blow away the smoke from 2 cigars.
What's up with you? You don't like smoke?
They weren't supposed to notice.
Oh.
I mean, they would know.
I mean, there's a sudden breeze.
What's that
How did
breeze?
it do anything? This was a gentle breeze to from the entrance of the cave.
Okay, I take it all back. Nothing was said.
Nothing was said.
Nothing was said.
I
Nothing
thank
matters.
Bean for the cigar and blow a puff right in Gale's direction. Forcefully.
Does it come out in like a little ring?
Was it
Yeah.
burst on his
Curl around.
face? Gale tries not to cough.
All right. So you guys settling down for a long rest then?
Who's keeping watch?
Yep.
Since apparently some large snakes
Probably not the blind guy.
here. Who's blind?
Me in the dark.
I mean, you can at least see like.
Someone
5 feet
died
away.
on my watch. So,
He's not dead for sure yet. 95% chance.
Oh god, it's dark now.
That's getting higher.
Oh god.
the nightlight is turning on and off.
Coppernicus, what are you doing?
Start flashing on and off like a light bulb.
It's throwing a rave.
I mean, I can take first watch if we're taking a long rest here.
Can you see in the dark?
From the entrance, you actually Seb and Elroy actually call back in and say, "Oh, we'll take the first one off your hands for you."
But who's gonna watch inside the cave?
Oh, that's a good point. One of them turns around and walks back in, takes up a spot on the other side of the bridge.
I'll take second outside watch with answering.
All right.
Guess I'll take second inside watch.
Falcons.
I expect to be gone by then, for sure.
I'll take third. All right. Can you guys settle in for some sleep? Answering, petting his pretty new toy. Neck is having a rave. You guys smoking. And Khan on a sheet of ice for some reason. I hope that's comfy.
It's
I'm
comfy,
numb,
it's,
so
it's
yes.
comfy until it starts melting.
And then he
It-
falls into the water.
Then your
It's
below.
not
socks
melted
are
yet.
wet.
Also, I'm numb.
You
so it's
have an
not
hour.
uncomfortable. It's gonna start melting now. Let's go that way. It'll be going by my time to watch.
All right. You
Take a long
guys-
rest again.
I think we're just long resting now.
No, you will. Okay, we'll always long rest when it finishes,
Right.
in case something interrupts you in the middle of it or whatnot.
We are attempting to long rest.
You're attempting to long rest, yes. Alright, so you guys settle in for sleep. You have the two twins watching both entrances to this small poolside kind of dank cave area that you guys have found. And you all settle in for sleep. The first watch goes without any incident. Both Seb and Elroy hold up watch. They seem pretty accustomed to doing this. And nothing really seems to bother you guys until about just near the end of their first watch, at the 3-hour mark. There is a loud splish and a splash and a crackling as
Khan falls in the
Khan-
water because his
water ice contraption hammock thing finally melts and cracks in half to the point where it cracks in half and drops him into the 2 feet of murky water. And with this loud sound, you do actually hear from farther in the cave a loud, not a loud, but a slight hiss. And a face pokes out from around. Khan can see this, having been rudely awakened
Face.
by water. A little snake-like face pokes its head out from the between the 2 rocks across the pool that Khan is now sitting in, and seems to be flicking its tongue out, kind of tasting the air, peering curiously at the creature sitting in the water in front of it.
Are any of us awakened by this noise?
Probably.
Guys,
Koga's probably awake, and Elroy turns and says, Oh, that's unfortunate. Are you alright there, friend?
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm good now. Yeah.
Drowning?
I got a little water inside.
It's only 2 feet. Just
Here, let me help you up.
I kind of dunked though, man. I dunked.
Yeah, you don't. He was laying down, so he holds out a hand to help you out of the water.
Gil kind of
Except Roy.
listens to this going on. He's like, no one was surprised about this outcome.
Well, I wasn't either, but it was so comfortable. Oh yeah, by the way, there's like a cute little snake across the water there, just kind of looking at us.
Can any of us see it? Is
Elroy can see it. Elroy stand next to you. Yeah, I see it. It doesn't seem aggressive.
I mean, just seems curious. Maybe leave us alone.
He's not doing anything. He's kind of just staring at us.
Hmm.
Is that a nest back there? Can you? I can't see very well in the dark. He's just a human guy.
Yeah. Looking like some kind of stuff right there. I'm not quite sure what that is. It's pinkish.
doesn't look great.
I mean, if it's cool. We're still here. They stay over there. We still here. Everybody's fine.
You know,
Well,
I
if
like
it
it
hasn't-
up.
Well, if it hasn't attacked, I don't think we need to deal with it right now.
Wow, you're so sleepy.
Did you say
And-
attack? There's the potential of a whole nest of it. You want to go attack? Like, 20
If it
snakes?
has not attacked, I don't think we have to deal with it right now.
Oh man, I'm really hard to hear.
Clearly. You got some water in your ears? Need some swim ear?
Some. You can. No, never mind. No.
Alright, before my watch, I gotta go take a piss. Be right back.
Can we take a break for piss and coffee?
Yes. That's in that order.
Why not coffee and then?
Alright, be right back.
Piss, coffee, piss.
Oh, there's cave noises.
Alright. Pull my pants back up. Hello?
And
What?
Oh, okay.
time
What's
went off
happening?
too. Yeah, I think we're waiting still.
Stretch your legs, man.
Take another piss. Got time.
It's a good time to study your rock or something. Prepared. Don't know how you're gonna study the rock and keep watch.
I can do both.
You feel like you
want-
do poorly.
You want to take a look at it? You're also a sorcerer, aren't you?
Yeah, but I kind of just want to sell it.
Well, can you at least tell me what it is?
Yeah, let me look at it. Looks like a glowing crystal.
Doesn't look familiar at all.
Hmm.
Wait, is DM back or no? Oh no, she's not.
DM's gone. We can do whatever we want. Can rob.
Wahoo!
Who's not here? We can rob. I can rob twins. Still never know.
It's just you start rolling for it so you don't even notice it. No. Dialogue.
Wait, where's Nekus?
I thought we were on a coffee break.
Oh,
We are
I meant your character.
just chilling across the bridge, doing
Just
kind
going
of
across
what?
the
He
bridge.
just was sitting there all day.
Contemplating whether I want to visit the snakes.
You want to do what?
Maybe I want to visit the snakes.
You can visit them by yourself. Snakes are nature's beauty. We've been paused. Sad.
Yeah, isn't it nice?
We were trying to do some devious things.
Were you?
Planned on.
Oh. Rip.
What are we waiting on?
I don't know.
Is anyone still gone?
No, my lad did die.
Have you guys been here?
We just got back.
No, okay. That would be just crazy. Okay. I see.
Arrow?
What?
Okay.
And Val's back. No, never left. Guess not.
Jacob?
I'm still gone.
Oh, okay. He's still gone.
Well, so wait.
Okay, okay. There are keys.
You got me.
God damn it.
All right. As you just you're just waking up groggily, Gale, and listening in on this, this conversation, and
Yep.
very wet, sad tiefling. Elroy and Seb kind of walk over and say, "Oh, sorry to wake you that way, friend, but I believe it's your watch now, and you guys trade places."
Taking outside watch.
Yep. No, wait, I'm taking outside watch. Unless you want to take outside watch.
It doesn't matter. I'm studying this crystal. Okay. So can I do a perception for the watch and then another arcana for the crystal?
Are you gonna watch it all? And just see a crystal?
I'm gonna do the watch
so
too.
both of you do perception for watch, and you can do an arcana as well.
Fuck.
He's busy. He's busy looking at the rock.
I'm busy.
Where's my thing at?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, he's very busy looking at the rock. It took all the rest of his score. You keep your gaze fixed intently on this green, glowing gem for most of the night and most of your watch. Not really paying any attention to the cave in front of you. Not that you can see very well, anyways. But you know,
This is true.
you kind of hold the gem up, kind of using its faint light like a cell phone to see in front of you. Can't really see much, anyways. You do, as you are kind of playing with it at the, are you over, you're standing at the head of the bridge?
Yeah,
Wait.
like
Okay.
right off the bridge.
I guess
It might
Connie
keep
went back
watching.
to sleep. No, it's
Oh,
no,
okay,
it's not
go.
your watch yet. I
Oh.
think yours was last watch. So you can go back to sleep if you want. As you are playing with this gem and kind of moving it around and whatnot, you do see an odd sight. You see in front of you, and you don't see it approach, but you see it creep up, kind of right up to the edge of where Nekis is slumped up against a wall, sleeping soundly. A snake slither its way quietly out of the darkness and stand very still, like right at Nekis's feet,
Oh my god.
not paying any attention to him, staring directly at you.
Guys, there's this fucking snake.
Gil turns around and
And then I hold up the gem just to get a better view of the snake.
As you hold up the gem to see it more clearly, you can see like the faint green light kind of reflecting off its scales. You see its head kind of bob upwards and seem to follow it as you raise it up.
Oh snap!
well, I guess this
I put
explains why
I
they're.
put the
Go ahead.
Oh, he's just following the light of the gem.
Wherever you hold it. he
So then
seems to
I start to
follow
move it left and right, up and down, just to test.
it. Yeah, its head kind of just bobs over, back and forth, left and right. Its snake tongue flicking in and out. Just curiously, it doesn't seem aggressive.
I like whisper shout to Nekis. Nekis, bro.
What do you want?
Shh, don't move. Don't move, but there is a snake right by your foot.
Should I stomp on it?
Nope, don't move. I want to try something. So I'm gonna walk over with the gem in my hand and try to lure the snake away from Nekis' feet.
Okay. So where are you heading?
Over to where Nekis is.
Okay, so you cross the bridge, slowly walking up to the snake. waiting to see if it reacts in any
Yep.
way, and it's just following you with its gaze.
I try to lead it away.
All right. It literally slithers in a full circle as you walk slowly around it like a snake charmer.
Okay. All right.
Well, I guess explains the crystals on the ground.
What do I do? Nekus, get up.
Throw it over there or deeper into the cave.
It slowly slithers up and kind of curls around one of your feet.
I freak out and I throw the crystal.
Where?
There.
Okay, you just kind of like, you throw it. As you throw it, the snake makes a small sound, but doesn't seem to pay any attention to you. As soon as the crystal leaves your hand, it kind of snakes over and just sits staring very curiously at this crystal.
Alright, so then I'm gonna slowly make my way back over the bridge.
Huh.
I think that crystal has to do with the snakes.
Clearly. I wonder if it's just these kinds of snakes or all kinds of snakes.
Maybe it might have a link to the snakes in this cave. Did I find out anything else about this crystal as I studied it?
Nope, you didn't have a chance before that happened.
All right, so now that the crystal's over there, I'm pretty sure the snakes will stay over there.
Yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't tempt fate right now in the middle of the night.
Does seem interesting though. When we're done with this, I want to take that thing.
Are you gonna steal it while we leave?
Perhaps.
Well,
Alright.
back to watch.
And after this strange turn of events, you go back to watch. You see the snake faintly illuminated in the green glow right in the very far edge of the cave that you can see. And it just sits there, unmoving until the end of your watch. And when you wake up, Khan and Falcon.
Yeah,
Figured out what the crystal does. And then
Snakes like rocks.
I point over to the faint glow with the snake around it.
Oh, you have to how the crystal get over there?
I threw it.
You threw it what?
It had something to do with the snake. The snake was interested in it, so I threw it.
He got
over there to
scared.
Keep it away from
You
me.
don't want to be a snake charmer?
I was trying to save Nekus. It was at his feet.
Nekus. Look at Nekus. He's just chilling over there still. They didn't seem scared. He didn't even move.
He didn't.
I saw your legs go up as it curled around it.
Yeah. I don't like snakes.
It's gotta be your own protection, man. They're very loud.
I'll take outside watch, friend, if you'll take the darker interior.
Sure. I love snakes.
Oh, we lost Arrow.
Rip. This is why he didn't move.
Back.
Keep saying
Much
out of
obliged.
memory.
You give us some memory?
I have plenty of memory. I don't know what Chrome's doing.
Sure you have enough memory? So you back? Back.
I think he's back.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna chill next to niggas. And,
Head in his
pair
lap.
these snakes. No,
Just stare at the snake while it stares away from you.
yes. They're very fascinating creatures.
Do a perception roll for me as you do your watch.
Good. Wait.
All right. Huh. You're, even despite the fact that you spend most of the night trying to play with Copy of Nexus' toes without waking him up, nothing seems to bother you guys in your sleep. You don't see the snake move even a little bit, and Falcon doesn't raise the alarm on anything from the outside. So you guys all get your full night's sleep.
We did it.
You did it as morning breaks. And
No rooster.
to a bright new day, not a rooster.
So we get the long rest. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, you can all roll on.
It's new day. Isn't it? Where's the box, dude?
What?
The is it a new day box? Is it a new day
So
for long rest?
it should be in the top.
I mean,
don't think
is
it matters.
State market? I just
It only matters for abilities that recharge per day. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But should we check market if we do long rest? All of it's a new day, though, right? Just to make sure in the future I don't actually.
I
do
mean,
that.
assuming it was around 8 to 9 p.m. when we slept, and long rest is around 8 hours, is it a new day? Do you know how days work?
You start caring, man. I don't know what time's like in here.
Do you know what 24-hour day cycle is?
I'm not good at telling time.
Alright.
Let's go with the flow. But yeah, sure, I check marked it. So, Russian shine, guys. Take us your way.
Yes.
What I miss? Anything cool?
Snakes.
More snakes. That's it.
Um,
Snake and a gem that seems to catch their attention and keep.
oh yeah, he threw across the bag, so no treasure.
Oh, you
No,
think the
there-
treasure?
There's gonna be treasure. I'm gonna get that before we leave.
So how you gonna do that?
I'll help you with that.
Check out what the snakes might be hiding.
You want to come with me just in case?
Yeah.
If I
It's
grab
just
the
a snake.
gem, the snake will. I mean, didn't seem very aggressive.
You not hear that loud hissing?
That's what snakes do.
Hey, devil boy.
Hmm.
Can you see across this here pool?
Yeah.
What you see over there?
Some pink squiggly things.
I see a nest. And I don't see any snakes. You well know that this pool of water is only 2 feet deep here.
Yeah, I fell in, so yeah, I'm quite aware.
Right. Hey, big boy. Turns to Nekus.
Yes, little man.
Well, we'll get to the little part later, but do you seem to fancy letting people up on your shoulders, yeah?
Oh, will you be rubbing my head?
Is that the price?
That is the price.
I kind of puffs on a cigar. He's like, all right, give you a couple head pats.
We have a deal.
He carried me across this pool.
Sure.
I'm afraid I'm not the best in water. He's like only 3 feet tall, so it would literally be like swimming for him. All right, this little gnome clambers up, tries to clamber up, but he can't get a grip on your armor. He's like, they'll help you.
I looked
Yeah,
into the
pick
top
him
of
up
my
like a baby.
Cradle him in your arms. Making eye contact.
No man, I need my head pats.
All right. So you pick him up, put him up on your shoulders, and he's like giving you a begrudging head pat, a couple at a time, as you waddle across this pool. You make your way to the other side and step out. He says, "Oh, be quiet, be quiet." As I thought, there's none over here.
See
All right.
anything good?
Oh, I can't see much from up here. You're really tall, by the way.
Turn your light on.
Yeah. It's always on.
It's just always on now.
Can you creep like 5 feet to the left? You press your back up against the wall, and you guys are both kind of just peering around. In front of you, you can see what looks to be a deep gap in the kind of a hole in the floor, the rocky floor of the cave, and it is filled with a strange purple goop of sorts, and what seems to be a cluster of bones. And to the left, as you creep a little bit forward and peek around this corner, you see a small nook in the far end of the cave, and at an angle that you couldn't see from the entrance, and you see a very bright green glow kind of emanating from that nook, illuminating the shapes of three more snakes, including one very large snake. And Bean, when you guys poke your heads around and see this, Bean like sucks in a breath. Oh, you see that? That's the big one I saw. He's pretty fat, isn't he?
Can we kill it?
I don't know. I think is that a bunch more crystals in a bag?
Seems like there's treasure over there.
I see treasure. I think we can take him.
Let's go.
Right.
Should probably tell the others, I guess.
Wait, before you do that, he kind of shifts around on your shoulders, kind of wobbling a little bit as he reaches back one of his little hands into his bag and pulls out a single bomb and kind of holds it out in front of your face to show you. And is like, you think this will do the trick?
Can you throw that far?
Who do you think I am?
A small man.
Yeah, but I got a big fury.
Oh, I think it'll do the trick.
Oh, all right. There's only one way to find out. And he immediately lights it and says, all right, back up a little bit. And you guys back up. As he throws it, it bounces off the wall a little bit and kind of rolls very unceremoniously into the midst of these snakes. None of them pay any mind as it rolls into view, and the rest of you just hear this really loud, echoing boom in the cave behind you.
The hell?
The fuck?
The fuck? Gil
You guys okay over there? I yell across the cabin.
hops through the water and jumps up onto this ledge.
Okay.
I'm gonna move over by the rock over here.
The fuck was that?
Small man had to unleash his fury.
Why?
He had to go.
Go
Where did
where?
he unleash his fury at?
You know, farther down the tunnel.
What?
There were some snakes and some crystals.
You guys use a bomb on a group of snakes?
Possibly.
Why?
There's treasure.
There's treasure.
I feel like there was a lot more peaceful option here.
But there's a big one.
Yeah, it could have gotten bit. Don't know if it.
Compared to you?
Venom.
I told you what the crystal does.
You know they're not
There's
really
more over there.
I didn't hear nothing about no crystal doing nothing.
What? No, no.
What's it do? What?
Honestly, I guess distracted snakes, they're really attracted to them. As you can see,
Can I see if there are any snakes that are blown up or otherwise?
Yeah, you can poke your head around. You see the three snakes still in the same spot. They're kind of writhing around. Some of them seem a bit charred and smoky, but They are still alive, apart from one that has been torn to pieces. It is kind of was at the center of the blast. He is not very happy.
Hey man, what kind of fury is that? Didn't even kill them all.
Hey, they're big snakes.
Well, let's go finish the job.
Throw the door for him, man. He can be distraction.
I feel like this could have
Nope.
resolved in a better way, but that's none of my business.
I don't see any better than
Sips tea.
these snakes.
So what's the plan now, guys? Since you already just highly agitated these snakes.
I mean, little man can chuck another fury over there.
Or he can
No,
chuck himself.
no.
He'd be great bait.
I don't know.
Let me grab the rock I tossed, the gem that I tossed.
Oh,
I'll distract
is-
the snakes.
Alright, it is now lying there vacant as the other snake has kind of slithered off to see the cause of the commotion.
Okay. So I'll grab the rock. I'll move up to the cavern. To the entrance of this little cavern. And I'll hold the rock up to see if I can get their attention.
And then what?
Then the others can go take the other shit.
Well, how about Gale runs it? He's semi-come decent stealth at the moment, right? I'm not
Is
stealth
he?
for some snakes.
So,
Alright, so Anson,
can-
you're walking up to here.
Yep.
Go for it. And you start waving the gem around.
Hey, snakes over here.
Hey, snakes.
As you start waving the gem around, the one closest to you that you recognize the pattern being the one that had had a fun time with Nekis and you earlier, you catch its attention again and it kind of slithers up to you again, just curiously. But the other two seem too busy writhing in pain to notice much of anything.
Okay. Alright, well, I got the attention of one of them.
Little man, I said we bombed the other two.
What?
They're just snakes. Let's just take the bag and go.
Just take the bag and then let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, well, you go take the bag then. And see if they let you peacefully take their crystal.
They're hurt already, and I have one's attention.
Like I said, we should finish the job.
Gail, can you see if you can stealthily make your way over? See if you can grab the bag while I hold this one's attention.
I guess.
Little man, get a bomb ready. He might mess up.
I already got it. He's actually already has one in his hand. Alright. You creep forward towards the nook of this cave. And as you creep closer, stepping over charred snake goop towards the other two that are writhing in the back in pain, you see that one of them is quite large, as was mentioned earlier, and as you get closer, you see that it seems to be very bulbous in the center, as if it had recently eaten something quite large, and it's having a hard time writhing around with this heavy weight that it carries. And the other one next to it is also writhing. You reach down to, as stealthily as you can, yoink this sack of what seems to be a couple dozen of these small glowing crystals. So do a sleight of hand check for me. Alright. As you reach down to pick up this this bag of crystals, you kind of slowly slide it away. The white one with the stripes next to you continues to writhe and starts to right itself a little bit as it kind of regains its senses again, as does the other one. The white one does not notice much in that moment, but as you pull the bag away slowly, a couple of them kind of clink out, tink, 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 onto the stone cavern floor, and the grinding sound and the tinking sound on the cave floor gets the attention of the large one, which locks eyes with you, lets out a loud hissing sound, and lunges forward with its fangs open to bite you.
Can I
Can
try
I
to
kick
get it?
the Sorry.
I was gonna try and get the big one's attention with the one I have in my hand.
You can try. Do do a performance check.
Oh, fuck. I mean, I am high in charisma, so. Fuck.
Nice.
Oh no! You're like in the back. You're like, oh, hey, and you're like waving it around, but it seems just completely intently focused on the big bag.
I kick the 2 crystals that fall out and cinch close the bag and try to back away quickly.
What kind of check would that be?
Make something up.
Athletics?
Yeah,
Acrobatics, maybe?
yeah. Do an acrobatics check to try, and you're gonna try and like kick it up into its face.
You just kicked a regular rock in his
I just kicked other rocks.
Oh, fuck.
You were trying to kick out with your foot to hit one of the 2 crystals that had fallen out and kind of like chuck it up into its face to get its attention, but you do indeed end up hitting like the corner of a small stalagmite and it breaks off and kind of just crashes forward into the angry face of a now pissed snake who doesn't appreciate this very much and actually lunges forward now
Oh man, throw the
to
bomb.
bite you.
That's a plus
Oh,
5
throw it.
nat 1. Alright.
Let's turn to a shit show.
Oh no.
So,
Okay, the snake lunges and connects with your calf as you back away. You try to turn and dart away at this point, as the snake does not seem to be appeased, and it does catch you, dealing 9
Holy
piercing
my
damage.
shit. So this is dead. Just throw the bomb. Just throw it. It's over.
Oh man,
And
throw
kind
it.
of second a breath and go as you run away, just as you hear something being lobbed over your head and watch your back, and then another loud boom as a explosion sounds from behind you, kind of pushing you forward towards Ansarin, away from the site. It's not a massive explosion, but it's enough to kick up a bunch of smoke in the cave and send the 2 remaining snakes into a hissing frenzy. And the one that's facing you, Ansarin, also seems shocked by this sound and kind of almost shakes its head for a few seconds as if it's being struck out of some kind of trance, and hisses at you
Ah, fuck.
and looks like it's going for a lunge, but you
And
can
I'm
react.
gonna try and wiggle the the thing in front of me.
Make another performance check.
Do another performance
You really
check.
like this rock, don't you? Oh shit.
The snake does not seem impressed by your shaking of the gem and does lash out, but you have just enough time, like, oh fuck, bounce back a little bit, just out of the range of its bite, and in time to hear Bean kind of yell, "If you got the goods, everybody run!" And you all turn
Fucking book it.
and book it on the cave.
Falcon, shit went down, man.
Keep hearing sounds. What the hell are you guys doing?
Well, somebody's gonna get to throw some bombs.
Maybe if these people would have just let us throw more bombs in the first place,
What?
it would have
We
been
threw
fun.
a bomb first.
And we were gonna finish the job, but some people wanted to take a more peaceful approach.
No better, man.
Well,
I can't help
you
you.
know,
Just fucked up that kick.
our sometimes working thief looks pretty hurt.
Not working.
Man,
Well, I got your shit. Can you heal me?
Ooh, that looks like a bad one.
Oh, the massive snake. It also looked like it had eaten something recently. It was struggling to move a little bit, so it was a large something.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I'll heal Gale for I'll heal for 5.
Oh, so generous.
Generous god.
Now I hand over the bag.
The whole bag?
The whole bag.
Okay, I feel like no.
I'm gonna take one out of the bag and hand the rest to him. I'm gonna actually scoop it up with the leather map case.
You don't want to
I
touch
don't want to touch it.
it. As you guys are making
Get
this exchange,
Fine. I've been holding this the entire time.
you do have gloves on, to be fair. I guess Gale does too, so my point is mute.
And I make my point even. I shake it in his face. I've been holding it. It's fine.
Gale shies away from it.
As you guys make this exchange of comments, Falcon looks up at Bean, who's still perched on Negus' shoulders, and says, "Bean, what did you do?" Bean's like, I. Listen here, it's not as bad as it sounded. There was some snakes, there was some treasure. We got the treasure. A little bit of a casualty, but it's fine. I just, did you use more of your bombs? You know you don't have many of those, right? Yeah, but golly, they're so fun to use. Ah, sorry. He kind of looks down and does one sad pat on Copy of Nexus's head. But we got him.
Well, I didn't die, so I guess there's that.
And that too.
But what do we gain out of this? Top niggas now has all the loot.
I mean, I have a crystal.
You got one. Yeah,
I
I got
lost
nothing.
4 health.
Yeah, oh, you didn't do anything.
You didn't do
wouldn't have
shit,
let us kill
man.
those snakes anyways. You would have gotten them.
I remember this. So,
What, you want a share of the loot for doing something? Are you a CEO?
yes, I'm part of this group. We all get a share.
You would have hurt the snake if it came down to it.
Emotionally, maybe.
Yell at it?
Isn't that worse than physically?
None of my eyes. No, you can heal that, man. Who's gonna lay hands on the snake if I hurt it for real?
You can heal physical wounds.
I mean, you
You
think
can't
Copy Niggas
heal
gonna heal that
emotional
snake?
wounds.
Nobody deserves that kind of trauma.
Yeah,
What?
come on, man.
The one who
That's
threw
dark.
bombs over there?
That's
How
dark.
does that
Man, we were trying to end it quick.
make it quick and painless.
Yet, it was not quick and painless.
Guys, you're some twisted man, man.
Toss a few more.
Yeah, I don't have the best throwing arm, I'll admit.
Don't have the leverage.
Nope. Maybe next time I'll have the big man toss him. And he pats you on the head.
Anytime.
Well,
What's your athletics anyway?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Where do I see that? The number
In your
next to it?
character page.
The one in parentheses.
Oh, it says 12.
I mean, good. But you're not at all curious as to the bulge in the larger snake.
I mean, could be more treasure.
I'm pretty sure they something we're curious about. Probably Goblin, man.
Oh, we have the bag.
I mean,
Gil is going to light a torch with his tinderbox and start going back into the cave and see the aftermath of the explosion.
What? Do you not get one bite not good enough for you?
Up to you, friend. As you pass Falcon.
I'm gonna stay out here. Taking the sun.
I'm curious too. I want to see. I'm gonna follow Gale.
Alright,
I'll walk forward with my shield raised.
Alright, the 3 of you walk back. Well, I mean 4 of you. Bean is still on your shoulders. and go back into the cave to witness the aftermath. You have one snake that is still kind of circling now the entrance of the cave, the one that had been entranced by Ansarin, and he hisses and kind of curls up into a tight ball as you appear in its vision.
Whip the gem out again. Hey guy, hey buddy, remember me?
Yeah. And it also seems to catch a whiff of the glowing bag that Copy of Nekis has stuffed
God
somewhere
damn it!
under his arm or
Why did you
probably
take
in his
that?
bag. And it seems to uncoil and relax a little bit as it stares intently at either you or Copy of Nekis. You can't really tell.
Fucking snake charming rocks.
That's a good party name. Maybe not. This is Snake Charmers.
I'd think a little harder on that one, Fury.
Alright.
And Gale's going to tiptoe past that snake.
Okay.
Just gonna walk up to the snake that I've.
Oh.
Things are going decently for my stealth today. How long is this gonna last?
So uncharacteristic. Well, until you try to kick rocks at snakes. That does not go well. As you creep forward, back to poke your head, and peek in around the corner of this little nook, you see that the smaller snake that had been next to the large one is very clearly on its side, lying charred and dead, and the large blue, like almost smooth, slippery snake next to it is alive, making just the barest of hissing sounds as it kind of just sits there motionless, breathing heavily, and it seems incredibly injured, like it's nearly unconscious, almost on the brink of death.
Slice that bitch.
Gale sighs and takes out his short bow.
Here we go.
This poor thing.
Finish it, man.
All right, you let loose a single arrow that pierces it like right between its eyes. You just hear and silence as the poor snake goes still.
And I don't see anything else but the snake right beside me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you just see this.
I've got this one.
Yeah, this one's still intently focused on answering, and everything else in the cave is quiet.
Alright.
Did you get him?
Yeah, I got him. I'm curious about what it ate. Honestly.
There's more crystals back here too.
Yep. More treasure for you.
Huh. These ones, those look more like natural crystals, don't they? They're kind of in the ground. I don't know much. I'm not a geologist. What you say, big boy? You want to crack this one open? Kind of points down at the snake.
Yes. I dissect the snake with my sword.
Gale holds up a hand and gets out a smaller, well, a knife. You need to make big strokes to cut up the snakes, man.
Yeah, he's got a point. Maybe let him do this one.
I suppose.
Gale slices open the belly around the area where there's the bulge.
Alright, do a sleight of hand check. Wow.
Precision, like a
Precision.
surgeon.
Yeah, surgical precision, much like our resident dwarf.
Hey, you guys saying something over there?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Alright, you slowly and with an odd amount of precision slice open just under the skin of this snake, cutting open the belly to reveal what is inside. And as you do so, almost as you get to a certain point in the cut, kind of all at once it just kind of just comes tumbling out, and you see the curled up body as Bean lets out a little "Oh my god!" of a small gnomish man.
Oh dear.
Ah,
God.
shit.
Oh
We should
my
have just
God.
left this one alone.
That's not right. I don't like this one bit. He's like covering his mouth.
I wonder if he was in here trying to mine rocks and... Oh, that would explain the sack and I guess the natural formations here. I've gotten on the wrong end of these snake charming rocks.
Does he have anything on him?
Can we loot them?
Oh god.
Someone do an investigation check.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
I got this one, guys.
All right. You reached out, and through the slime and the guts, you managed to pad around and find a goopy but readable, what seems to be a folded note, as well as a couple of gold coins at the bottom of his
Yeah.
left pocket. 4 in total.
4. Nekus can keep that.
While the dwarf is counting squirrels.
I'm sorry. All right.
Whatever
Can I
keeps
read the
his
note?
mind off the spirits.
Can I read the note?
Yeah, you unfold the note as carefully as you can without ripping it, and read. It seems to be a 1 or 2 sentence, just a short note. It says, "Vernon, once you're finished bringing up the Rhea and collecting those crystals, bring them down to the city to our usual spot, and we'll see you there."
Usual spot.
It's just
Okay.
marked as G.
Yep, looks like this was a... Wait, I didn't read that.
No, you didn't.
No,
I
I read it out loud. I read it out loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the accent and everything.
With the accent. Well,
Yeah.
looks like that's about right. This guy messed with the wrong snakes.
Our crystals now?
I'm gonna toss the crystal that I have in my hand and deeper into the cavern,
2 twins.
like over there. And then I'm gonna grab another crystal for myself.
All right. So you guys all have ominous green crystals now in your possession.
And then the snake goes away.
Are you guys done? Bean
buddy.
literally has a hand over his eyes. Like, he doesn't want to see anything.
I think that went well.
Yeah,
Say that, tell that to my leg.
You're fine.
Is the other snake still staring at
No,
something?
I threw my crystal.
Yeah, he threw it, and the snake kind of slid it off.
No, I just took another one for myself.
Can I see what this purple goop is?
Did you collect any? Are you in there?
Oh, the fuck, you're still in there?
I'm still in here.
Yeah, he's still in there.
Oh my
he
God.
had the torch, so I guess he doesn't mind.
He's going to scoop up a bit on a dagger and kind of point it out in front of him as he exits the cave.
Holding it out. All right.
What you guys been doing?
Yes, I'm
One of
very
the-
curious to see what happened in there.
Wanted to see what was in the belly of the
Yeah.
snake.
We were performing an act
What'd
of
you get?
mercy.
I found 4 gold. I gave it to Nekus.
Wait, I to the snake.
Gale holds out the goop on a dagger. I
Can
don't
I
know what this is.
investigate it?
Yeah,
It's like
actually,
the-
as you hold it out, Falcon peers curiously over your shoulder at it and says, "Oh, huh, that was in the cave, was it?
Yep.
Interesting. I recognize that. Those seem to be. It's odd that they would be here, but those seem to be giant moth eggs.
What the fuck?
I've seen them before. They're always purple in coloration like that. Quite odd. How many were there?
A ton. All over the place.
But no moths.
But no moths.
That's quite strange.
You gonna hatch them?
Gale wipes it off of his dagger on the rock, the cave wall, and
Hear it.
I don't think so.
Well, there goes the entire story arc where you raise a baby giant moth and ride it around.
Yeah,
Battle.
thanks.
We could have had Mothra.
Campaign ruined.
All of it gone. All right.
Just
Oh,
your
if we're
paper
done.
being wadded up and thrown in the trash can.
All my hard prep work.
Worked
Alright.
on the side of a cave.
That's the life of a GM. Okay, as you finish with your traipsing around in this random forest cave, Falcon says, "Well, if we're done with our explorations and critter fun, shall we head off? It's getting pretty late in the morning now."
Yep, let's go.
Yeah, let's get on our way.
All right. And you guys head back out. Can I do this? Ah. Dun, 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 dun. That's awesome. You all gather at the edge of the map. You travel back out down the ridge and onto the path, luckily with no horses or wagons to find missing this time.
Or tragically, depending on how you look at it.
Very tragic. And you begin again on your journey back down, following along the river. It's about 8:30 a.m. at this point. You guys woke up fairly early. So you have a full day of travel ahead of you as you make your way along. What's the marching order?
Gale's off in the forward right, 6 feet away, to perform safe social distancing.
Of course.
I'm driving everyone like I drive those ox.
You have your hands out in front of you like you have reins.
I make with my mouth.
He's just doing it like Monty Python.
He's got the coconuts. Is that a sound effect? Can you get that? In
I
Sirenscape?
can.
Okay.
I totally can.
Horse trotting.
I'll have to find it though. No, it has to be coconut trotting.
You have to search
Very
for coconuts.
distinctive. Oh my god, I'm gonna play it every time you guys travel on the map.
What kind of 2-bit sound library wouldn't have coconuts being knocked together?
Exactly. Okay. You guys travel along for a full day. We'll do one group perception check for anybody that's keeping a watch. Wow.
You got a nat 20, but my perception was higher.
Get some.
Yeah, well, I only have a +1 in my perception.
Right. You travel along another clear day. It's getting a bit odd at this point how many clear days in a row there have been, even for this time of the year. And you come across nothing out of the ordinary. It's actually quite a pleasant journey, as Koga makes occasional odd little clopping sounds to drive the group forward, and Nekis seems as though he almost falls asleep mid-stride a few times, but he catches himself and keeps going. The two twins kind of whisper quietly back and forth to each other about how cool your party is, and Bean is just like furiously trying to come up with good names but can't really come up with anything at all. Most of them revolve around snakes. And a full day of travel passes without anything happening, luckily for you guys, as you come out just as it's heading into night, about to be, it's kind of right on the cusp of dusk. You finally come out to what looks to be at the edge of the woods, as the woods finally, the thick Neverwinter wood starts to thin, and you come out to the edge of the forest on the other side. And at this point, I didn't mention it earlier, I'm sorry, but you did cross a bridge right after passing by the loggers' camp, which seemed, just as you left it, nothing much there. And you made your way onto the other side. So now you're just coming out on the north side of the river, and as you come out of the trees, you can see off in the distance, very, very far away, there seems to be, well, not very far away, but probably half a mile out, there seems to be another bridge crossing over the river, and what looks to be a large cluster of thick trees that's kind of standing out in this field, strangely out of place. And as you head out, as you step out into the out of the trees, out of the forest, Falcon will point to that location and say, "Well, here we are. You can see out there that thicket is the remains of Thunder Tree. We should be able to get there before it gets too dark." It was a surprisingly easy journey for the wood at this time of year, but good going, good travels.
Can I see if there's any signs of ants?
Yes. Well, you're not at the city or the town? Or just around you guys?
What was the story here? Are there ants near the Thunder Tree or near the town? Or what was Falcon saying?
Falcon will respond to you, yeah. The old hive used the tunnels under Thunder Tree as a means to, or as their nest, and they branched out in the forest in the surrounding area, even getting as far as pestering some folks around Neverwinter and the farmsteads there.
Alright, so they'd have moved.
Yes.
Alright, well, let's try to get closer to Thunder Tree and we'll maybe make camp there for the night.
Sounds like a good plan to me. There should be some shelter there when we arrive.
I concur.
Alright, and you guys head just as it starts cressing into night and make your way into the ruins of Thunder Tree in this strange thicket. Seems to be made up mostly of briars and very thick overhanging trees, kind of almost obscuring any amount of light that might shine in here. Sorry, I gotta bring you guys. I forgot to put you in. Mwah. Mwah. Mwah.
I see 2 cons.
Am I supposed to see a black screen?
Oh, I put 2 cons instead of another copy. Tragedy.
Something that would be imperfect.
So this is where the ant nest supposedly is?
Yes. Yep. There's supposedly. I mean, I've never been here myself. It's kind of eerie here, but it's supposedly tunnels underneath this town itself. So I suppose we branch out and we start searching for any signs of that. Any way to get down, really.
Can I make a perception to see if there are any ant mounds or covered up ant tunnel or ant pores?
From your position, kind of at the head of the road that leads into this town, go for it.
I didn't see shit.
It is pretty dark at this point. And from the entrance, from the side of this road, you don't see too much as you peer out. You do see the remains of a couple buildings off in the distance, really heavily obscured by thickets and trees, and the closest one to you, kind of off to the left, seems to be fairly intact compared to the other ones that are very overgrown and just torn down and caved in. Well, I suppose we can maybe bed down in that there building. It seems to be... I can't see much from here, but the remains of some kind of inn. Or would you like to search throughout the night? It's up to you.
I say we take a rest.
Well,
can
I
rest.
mean, as long as there's a stone foundation.
This is probably what's gonna kill more snakes.
You see any around?
No, but I'm pretty sure you guys will find something innocent to kill.
Well, if it has treasure.
I've killed nothing.
Wait, is that a sign? Do you see a sign ahead? He kind of points forward at right where the road begins to curve around a little bit, and you do actually see what seems to be staked into the ground by a little piece of wood is a sign that seems a lot fresher than the rest of the structures.
What does it say, Nekus?
He's not really literate.
I use dark vision to read the sign.
Okay, Kogi, you walk up. The sign is right here. You walk up next to Falcon, who's reading it and kind of cocking his head curiously to the sign. It says, "Oh my! Zombies and bugs and plants, beware, stay away." And like, with underlining under all of the nouns and like very thickly drawn exclamation marks.
Zombies.
Yeah. Oh my.
That's new.
Ah.
That's a good sign.
Alright, whatever.
Alright, so what do we want to do here?
Let's well, Gale's going to get closer to the ruins of the inn, hopefully stealthily.
Alright, do a stealth check for me.
This is going far too well for me. And there needs to be a one during a very important moment.
Alright. You creep up to the door, the front door of what definitely seems to be an inn. And as you creep up, you hear from the inside the slight sounds of what seems to be shuffling against a cobbled floor.
Gale's going to go back to the party. Zombies?
Are there any windows? Did you look in the windows?
I did not look in the windows.
Why's your first thought zombies?
Go look through the windows.
Well, shuffles.
Just open the door.
Gale's going to move back to the inn.
I'm gonna move to the front.
Or the window. Or is there a window?
Is there a window? You peer to the side, you do see a small window with broken glass. And you peer in very cautiously, and you do just see the very awful sight of what looks to be a charred, crispy zombie shuffling about in a large common area. Just the low sounds.
I take out my crystal and I
Zombies.
It around.
zombie Charlie.
How you know the zombie scale?
I mean, you can go in and check.
I mean, they could be like, guys, just having a good time. Get out.
Yeah, go ahead, go in and check. Open the door.
I will.
Go join in.
Alright.
Good time.
Have a good time.
He just looks kind of. I mean, why is he black?
That's not a question you ask.
It is. He's charred. Damn. What happened here? Okay, maybe they are some sort of undead zombie, sure, but we don't know till we ask him, right?
Falcon quietly creeps up behind the back of you, peering in this window, while your head's kind of poking in. He... Oh, interesting. I didn't realize there were any of them left, huh? It's an old legend from when Thunder Tree first was struck, when the volcano erupted. Supposedly it exuded some kind of strange magic that turned the dead into ashen zombies.
Koga, what did the sign say again?
I'm gonna go back and read it. It says, what does it say again? It mentions something else about zombies.
It says, "Oh my, zombies, bugs, and plants! Stay away, beware."
Okay, so it's
Bugs
more
and
than-
plants.
Yeah.
I don't remember the plants part.
What can dangerous plants mean?
I mean, we did run into those stick people at that ruins.
Oh, that was further south. That was further southeast.
Plants,
Okay,
insects.
What do we do here?
Wait, do you have some holy water still?
Nope.
God damn.
I am very intrigued by the zombie though.
Go steady.
Behind you, Bean is kind of jumping up and down quietly on his tiptoes, going, "What do y'all see?"
Some black zombies, man.
There's a black guy in there.
It's a black guy.
Zombies.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's burnt. It kind of collaborates with Falcon still.
Let me at him. I'll make him more burnt.
They seem to kind of be burnt already. I don't know if it's gonna help.
Yeah. I'm not sure your bombs will work here.
Oh, damn.
Looks like some fury has already been directed at him. Looks like he's totally fine with that.
Can I see anything else inside this window? Aside from the zombie?
Yeah, the zombie who does not seem to notice the many heads peering into the window. He's kind of just shuffling dumbly around. When you peer in, you do see what seems to be a large common room, most likely for an inn. There's some like large wooden tons in the far corner lined up. Some barrels, very rotted, like moldy sacks piled around. It seems to just be a very ruined inn.
Alright guys, let's move on.
Wait, we don't want to excavate this
One
place.
zombie.
Never just one zombie,
Never.
as I've known from my research.
And there's usually a reason why there's zombies, and I don't want to know what that reason is.
I mean, what time is it right now? It's getting kind of dark. I mean, do you have an option, really?
I could always kill a zombie and stay in the house.
How do you kill a zombie?
Kill the zombie and stay in the house.
I mean, sure.
I can see more buildings to the south.
How far south, though? I mean, we're out of here,
Yeah.
man. It's
No,
one zombie.
I'd say we check out. There's never just one zombie. I
What do you
read
mean?
this. I read this scroll in my studies called "Dawn of the Dead." There's never just one.
So,
They're coming to get you.
Oh yeah, I think I've read that one. I'm with the wizard. I think we should proceed with caution on this one.
Can I sense if there's more zombies?
Yeah, use your detect. Do you have detect good and evil? Or which one is it? Divine sense, even better. You reach out in your mind to the powerful presence that's always there waiting for you and kind of try to sense out in the area in front of you, and you feel 3 more bright pings of just throbbing evil energy a little bit off to your right.
What are you feeling, Negus?
So, yeah, there might be 3 more. But
Do you want to see this? This is fine. We're like a party of like
We do have a
dozen.
lot of
And,
people.
I mean, if we can't handle, well, I don't know if they're all zombies, but 1 zombie and 3 other whatever's. We'll be fine.
I think we'll be fine.
I mean, I would like to study them if we do manage to kill one.
We need a
Why
place
not
to
keep one
study
alive
it.
instead?
Oh.
I think he can study a dead one.
He can chop their arms off and maybe gash teeth out like he was a pet.
No.
Fine. So, who wants to barge in first?
Gale holds out his hand, like,
I
be
would-
my guest.
Can we look at the other buildings first?
I think that's a good idea.
Fine, but it's getting late now.
Just to make sure.
I'd rather not be out in the open in the dark, but there's zombies apparently.
That's true, but we should proceed with caution if we know that there are for sure at least 4 zombies in that building.
I say we split up and
Also,
check out
stay
the
away
other
from any
buildings.
kind of trees or any kind of plants. Don't even just step on the grass, guys.
Yeah, stay on the road.
I would say I agree. Stay on the path.
We're going.
Okay, so wait, let's split up so we can get this done faster, and then we'll
Let's
meet
split
back
up.
here.
This sounds like a terrible idea.
I read this one book.
I'm pretty sure
I
you
think
did.
it was called Scooby Doo.
Don't they get captured and then they all die?
What?
Fine. Who's
Let's
winning with
let's
this?
take half the group
I'll
down
call-
one
I'll
floor,
call thing
half the
one.
group down another.
I'm heading.
Thing one coming.
I'll go to the right. Wait, where are the other houses?
Further south, and well, at the end of each path there's a house.
Gale will follow Koga.
What makes sure how many people we got?
Koga has night vision, right?
I'll go with Koga.
Yeah,
Okay.
guys.
I can't see.
I totally know what
I
I'm
can't
doing.
see shit.
So then the other party goes with Nekus because he can glow.
Be better if you guys go
He's
put on
already
the
done the
gloves
amazing.
than somebody who can.
Elroy is alright and follows
guys are- Who wants a torch?
follows on. So we've got 3 people going this way, 4 people going this way. Straight down the path. Did I have that right?
Yes.
Who here wants a torch?
God, where are you?
Of a path?
I'd rather
Why are you so
wait
far?
for the torch.
Yeah, don't go so far.
Yes, give me a torch.
Okay.
I forget the path one.
Gale sighs and steps back a little bit.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Suddenly, Negus just bursts into light.
Now they know we're here.
Gale readies a torch in his hand but does not light it.
I hand one of mine to answer him.
And then I do what I just said. I ready it. So
You can hit the torch button in your inventory, or when you right click, it should turn it on.
Wait, what is the...
Go.
What is the torch button?
You right click.
When you right click your token, there's a
Oh,
flame of
fire.
fire.
Oh, I can't, do I not have a torch?
You should.
It's crossed out.
It says I lack permission.
What? This is stupidness.
We don't have permission to use torches.
That's dumb. Let me give that to you.
It's the top left icon, right? The
Yep.
flame.
Allow players to toggle their own torches. Yeah. It's checked.
Oh, do I not have a torch? Do I have to have a torch in my inventory?
Do you
It,
have
Yeah.
it does consume a torch for your inventory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you have to add one, and then when you light it, it'll take
It'll
it away.
consume it, yeah.
Oh, and you don't have shit.
Nope.
I have a hooded lantern. I'm going to ready that then.
So since you're doing that, I will give you.
And I assume that's going to consume an oil flask.
Yes. Well, it'll consume some of the oil in the oil flask.
Yep.
I'm not sure how much you have in there, but
He holds a pint.
Is it a tool? What is it? All I'm getting is the option to create an item.
if you're looking for a torch,
Yeah, just create an item. I don't think you can do that here. Like, it's not, you don't have a repository.
alright? Where are we going, friends?
I'll follow your lead. I can't figure this out.
Yeah, but I gotta. You
Go
just have
ahead
to
now.
create a new item under consumables, and then you should be able to edit it from there.
Wait, who's lit up?
Should not be.
Someone is lit up. I can see very clearly.
Oh, this is my night vision. Wait, turn on torch. It's not torch, but you have night vision.
It's you.
Turned it.
It's
What?
you, Gail.
Wait.
You
Why-
used your lantern.
Oh, equipping it turns it on.
No, I gave it to you.
Wait, I don't have torch.
Oh,
We'll figure out the torch thing later. I gave you light for now.
okay. I don't want to turn it on yet,
Oh, okay.
if possible.
Oh, there's multiple houses.
Turn it off.
Yeah,
My hooded lantern, I can reduce the radius to 5 feet if I want.
Yes.
What the fuck I need a torch for? I have dancing lights.
Yeah.
You read too many books.
Realizing this, you give the torch back to him ashamedly.
Is that what you do? Do you give it back to me?
You can take a torch back.
Give my fucking torch back. I don't even need it. But I will.
Alright, so we'll start with the
Yep.
group that's going straight south, and then we'll do the one that's going down the main road. Or the main path. What do the four of you doing?
When I'm so there's 2 houses.
Neither have yours.
I'll search the one on the left.
I'm going to, well, let's do this together. So I'm gonna sneak up to the side of the door.
2 and 2. Who goes to the left? Who goes south?
Yeah, I'll go south with Koga.
Okay, I'll go south.
Two
Yeah,
and
I'll
two.
take
Go
speed.
west with Fury.
Alright, it's the Blue Brothers.
We'll go slowly, Koga.
Should we roll for stealth or?
Yeah, everybody roll for stealth. And while you guys are creeping up
Oh my
to...
god.
Wow.
You disappear completely.
me and the gnome stealth masters.
Nice job, Pete.
Wow. Fury also rolled a 20, nat 20. They'll never see us coming.
Gail's
Um,
suddenly not special.
no, we're being outshined by the gnome rogue. Alright, and while they're creeping up towards their individual buildings, the 5 of you are creeping down the main road. What do you guys want to do?
I'll take point.
Right.
Get close enough, then we'll so
What's that
how you wanna
right?
approach this?
Let's hit reload.
Well, what do you see ahead of you? Is it a building?
Yeah. Is this a window? I see a window with a lot of plants inside.
Seems like these buildings are badly overgrown. There's trees poking straight out of them.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried going inside. I'm scared of plants now.
Feel ya.
So
Do we want to, I can creep up and scout out the interior if you'd like.
sure, yes.
And Falcon will creep past you, rolling for stealth.
He's just shaking dice in his hand as he goes.
Wow, a nat 20, what the fuck? My NPCs are busted.
We're stealthy today.
He creeps up and kind of like steps gingerly over the thorny briars that are kind of encroaching upon the walls and peers inside. Nothing that I can see of note. Just a lot of overgrown thicket and a couple of pieces of furniture, but seems clear.
See, I'm more worried about these mysterious plants than the zombies I can definitely see. I don't know what we should do. I guess.
I say we go back to the original inn, man. There were
I
no
wouldn't
plants
guess. I can't trust any plants. I ain't seen any plants inside that building.
Well, yes, there is quite a bit of growth in there.
Set fire to it, God. Plants don't like fire. No, you can't hear me. Never mind.
He just yells this out randomly.
You'll throw fire at it! I'm gonna try and take a gander at
Be
what's
careful,
inside.
man. Be careful.
I will.
If something happens, I'm not coming in after you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Think one, think two are here though.
Yep, they're keeping a lookout.
One and thing two. I just realized.
I'll get a close look with you. I'm not going any closer than this.
Alright, he slowly pushes the door open. Do a stealth check for me, Khan and Nekus.
Man, that party.
And we will return in a bit.
Tune
As-
in next time.
Tune in next time. We're gonna go back to the other two. We'll start with Gale and Bean as you creep forward.
Can I tell from right outside the door if there's anything inside? Can I hear anything?
Do a perception check.
Well, that's a 7.
From what you can tell, the doorway to this, what seems to be a very dilapidated cottage, is completely just gone. Half the roof has caved in. It doesn't seem like there's much inside or around the entrance that you can see.
Alright, I slowly sneak in the door and hug the wall to the north.
Okay. Follow your lead, friend. You walk slowly inside, the twigs cracking under your feet as you walk in. There's a old stone fireplace that's long overgrown with just vines and weeds, and like an old table that's overthrown, a desk in the far corner that's half overtaken by more weeds, but aside from that, the building seems empty. And we'll go to Koga and Ansrin as you creep forward into this building.
We're still stealth, right?
Yes, you guys, your stealth checks still hold.
Okay.
Do I see anything of note through the window? Do I roll for that?
You just roll perception.
Damn.
What is going on tonight?
We're very perceptive, boys.
Okay.
Hold on, Frost.
You notice what seems to be a very, just a very weathered. It seems like a nicer farmhouse compared to the other two buildings you've seen so far. But again, you just see a lot of overgrown thicket, and there's some trees that are actually poking straight out from the inside of this building and the adjoining, seems to be adjacent building. But you don't see anything of note inside aside from a few cluttered pieces of furniture, broken furniture.
There we go with gnome.
Who are you talking to?
You! My
This
friend.
gnome?
This gnome. Yes, you know.
You first.
Sure.
Use that magic stick of yours to whack something.
It hasn't been working past since we switched.
It lost its powers.
I lost powers.
Maybe this will be the time it comes back. We'll see.
So I make my way in slowly.
You make your way
I
slowly.
slowly open the door and I.
There's no door to this building.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
the
I
doorway
climb
is
in.
right here.
Oh.
There's no doorway. You slowly creep into this entrance of this building and lock eyes with Falcon and Con and Nekis as they creep in.
And then I cast magic
Other
missile on
side.
the person.
You
for
spot
advantage.
them through the trees and growth that's taken over and just crushed in the walls of both buildings and kind of joined them together oddly.
Oh, that's all clear.
Falcon thinks it's on move.
Oh, yeah, there they are.
So
And
What?
as all of you step in to these two buildings, you hear almost on cue as your foot crosses the threshold of the door a strange sound.
All right, let's turn around. Let's go back.
As several what you would remember to be as twig blights suddenly animate from a completely still state that you could not tell apart from the surrounding vegetation and kind of hiss and jump to attack you. And with that,
Oh,
your
shit.
group needs to roll, your two groups roll initiative.
I assume we're not a part of this.
Whoa,
You
high
are
roll.
not a part of this one yet.
Whoa.
Whoa, tied.
By point two.
There's a buddy cop movie happening.
it's a damn shame. Why they get out Rose?
Ooh.
Motion came here.
The fuck was that sound?
Where are they?
What?
Kogo, what can you see?
Is this you over there?
Maybe we should
God,
pretend
Falcon,
last time.
Seconds, is
Yeah.
that you?
On the other
You-
side.
Are you hearing this shit too?
Yeah, man. I told him we shouldn't come in here, but hey, you know how adventurers are, man.
Spot the zombies, man.
Man, these guys are easy work. Fire.
Now's
See
the
him?
time to light your
Do you
torch.
see him out there?
I'm gonna have dancing lights in this motherfucker.
Oh,
Light it up just a little bit more.
It all looks the same, answer.
Mwah.
But I see one.
Sorry, my game was frozen. Alright, you can see them now. Let's see this initiative. Nice.
I only see one.
What do you mean?
One blight.
In the
I
turn?
see.
Oh, that you can see in front of you?
Yes.
I see
Yeah.
a bunch.
There's a
Sitting on
couple.
the road.
And as this is happening, you guys are creeping around. Pay no mind to the music for now. You guys are creeping around in this building over here, and you hear in the distance kind of a low series of shouts as the other parties are surprised, and you also hear the sound of various vegetation moving around you as two twig blights also seem to animate right in front of you.
Ah, fuck.
They seem to be aroused by the sound of their brethren getting into combat. And with that, it is now Answerin's turn. It's the first turn of the round.
Okay. Then, there's only one in our building.
No,
Oh,
I
man.
see
Like-
many.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see 3 in total that we can see. Okay.
I can take the one closest.
Okay, I'll take care of these 2 over here. Magic missile.
The,
With,
on the far side of the room.
Yeah, the far side.
The Tides of Chaos.
Tides of Chaos.
Excellent.
Tides of Chaos, and then Magic Missile.
All right, go for it. So how are you splitting? You're hitting 2 of them?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 to this one, and
Okay.
1 to this one.
All right. You almost casually kind of just hold out your hand and release your 3 bolts of blue light that crash out into these 2, or lash out and crash into these 2 twig blights, and they both just shatter into a bunch of inanimate twigs
Easy.
with a sad sound
And what
as they
happens to me?
explode. And what is your spell DC? Your spell book. Spellcasting DC 13. Can you do a intelligence or charisma saving throw for me? Oh, all right. Nothing happens as you've managed to kind of rein in the surge that follows, and luckily,
I contain it
under
within my
control.
orb.
yeah, within your orb, it kind of resonates a little bit and then goes silent. And that's a successful turn ended. And now it's Koga's turn. You guys are on the ball.
I'm ready to fuck it up.
Ready to go.
I'm gonna smack this one right behind all of us.
All right.
No wins.
Oh.
Again, in a similar fashion, you swing out with your great axe and it just clatters and a bunch of twigs on the ground, shattering against the cobble wall. Gone. Do you want to move anywhere? You still have some movement.
I'm gonna move. Oh, sorry.
Your turn's over.
Turn's over. Carried away.
Too late.
You're so busy not exploding. I'm gonna move in a bit. Just enough. I'm just gonna go up here.
Yeah, I'll step out of your way.
Let's just see out of the windows. I don't see anything. I think that's enough. Damn good.
All right. A-team is done.
A team. Sorry, I didn't roll for Bean. Bean.
Alright, squad. What you got?
Brace yourselves.
Wow, you guys all rolled as perfect teams. That's insane. Except
Oh my
Falcon.
God.
Give a fuck. Falcon brings us to Falcon's turn. Falcon's gonna take out his bow and actually take 3 consecutive shots at 3 different twig blights that he can see within his vision that are kind of creeping forward out of the trees. And all 3 of them land. Or, no. Oh, one of them doesn't land. The first one he doesn't really get a good angle on as he just takes out his bow, but the other 2, fling, fling, he manages to knock them both off, like out of the tree, the small tree that's coming out of this building, and they just clatter to the ground. Dead.
Yum.
Do you see any more? He says, kind of over his shoulder to you, Nekis, who is in the building behind him.
Yeah, there's one to the south. Man.
Can you get that one for me?
Yeah, it's pretty far away.
How about this one in front of us?
I can take that.
All right, I'll focus on the one in the distance.
Wait, it's Khan.
Khan is... Where is Khan? Are you under him?
Copernicus went on top of me.
I can't see you at all. You're so fat. Okay. He said that at both. Sorry. But that does bring us over to Potty B, with the 2 rogues in this building over here by themselves. What do you want me to do? Should I throw my fury at him?
Let's hold off on that for now. Historically, these aren't terribly hard to beat.
You're gonna fucking wreck you, watch.
Yeah, well, it's one shot me. Where are they?
Can you not see them?
Oh, there was one, and there's the other. Okay.
I see another one through the window there. He kind of points off to the west side of the building.
Oh. Alright, so I'm going
On
to
the bright
move
side, oh, no. This is the nice
here. And take a short sword slice at this guy.
Alright. When it hits and it clatters. You guys are just dumpstering tonight.
Is it dead?
It's dead. I'm giving me a second. I'm slow.
Sorry.
You only
Alright.
have like 3 HP.
I'm going to go here.
Alright.
Take a offhand dagger swipe.
Alright.
Let me out.
no. You go to swing at it, but it actually completely. This one seems a little bit more energetic than the rest. It dodges. It actually jumps over your strike out of the bushes above you and like leaps onto your face, kind of making little sounds and scratching at you. You're like, fuck, trying to get it off. Bean's like, come back here. I'll kill it for you.
Oh, good lord.
Throw a bomb. It looks like it's actually latched onto your face.
Oh my god.
That's her.
Oh god.
You're flailing around. That'll end your turn. Bring us to Bean. As you're like flailing around, wandering through the room backwards, you can't see, you just got this bundle of twigs in your face. Bean will walk up to you and be like, lean down, I'll kill it.
I'll lean down as best I can towards his voice.
Alright.
He's gonna blow my face off.
With an odd precision, he actually whips out, like with a little flourish and a spin, a small dagger from a sheath at his side and just slaps it off your face with like this oddly hard force, and it just goes clattering off to the side, dead.
Thanks, man.
Anytime.
Glad you didn't use your fury on my face.
You think I'm that stupid, eh?
Oh. I'm just very impressed at your fury.
My fury comes in many forms.
I see.
Alright, that ends his
Chill in
turn.
there. What the hell's going on?
That brings us to Khan.
Buried all over his face.
Okay, I'm gonna yell out the answer real quick. Answering.
What?
You killed some two.
You
These little
alright?
plant things, man. You kill some plant things over there.
Yep, we got him.
Listen, okay, I got a plan. Because I really hate all these plants. I can't tell how many there are. I'm about to set this whole building on fire. Okay. Just on the safe side. If you see some flames, just run out. Tell Kogan, man. Be safe. All right.
What?
I'm sure you heard me on the answer.
Hit it
I'm
with
about to
your
get
staff.
fire, and it's about to get lit in here. Okay.
Just hit it with your staff.
I'm not
Nope.
so sure about that. This whole area is covered in thick forest. It
The
might
whole-
like.
You gotta kill every plant in here, man. Did you read, son? It's dangerous.
You're gonna tear out half the forest.
But I'm about to kill this one in the south. It's about prepare yourself, man, in case it gets lit. Fireball.
Or he like goes to say something, but you already have the fireball in hand. And throw it.
The first one.
It manages to hit the one on the far side of the room, which just with a bursts into flames, and it is currently sitting in a small bush, like a shrub that has grown in through the window on the far side of the room, and with just a little flicker, the shrub lights in flame and starts to
All
burn.
according to plan, guys.
Slow crackle.
Jesus Christ. Did you hit it at least?
Do you not see this? You not smell the smoke, man? Of course, he is toast.
Good job.
And that brings us to the Twig Blight's turn, which the one that's left is in front of Falcon here, is gonna let out a small cry and take a swipe at his ankles, I guess.
Oh no. Here comes
And his
crit.
managed gonna hit him through his furs and his like leather wrappings, just like, oh, damn twigs, as he gets a 4 piercing damage. wound.
Falcon, you're up.
And that is the other one on this side now with the 2 rogues is going to clamber in through the window and rush at you as it sees its friend just go clattering to the ground off of your face. Unsuccessful, and it's going to take a swing at Bane, who kind of just braces himself and says, "Bring it!" And he completely misses it, the one small creature to another, easily dodging its attack as it swings. And that ends their turn. Bringing us to the 2 twins who come rushing in through the door behind you guys, or try to come rushing in through the door, but the door seems to be shut tight. And they kind of bang on it, and you hear on the other side, "Hey, what's going on in there?"
Kaepernick is you blocking the door.
I am not.
What you mean you're not? What's behind you?
A door.
So you're not blocking the door that is behind
Wait,
you.
did you just say doors there with you?
No, like a wooden door.
Okay.
Wait, doors wood now.
So
Hey,
You're
let
not
us
gonna-
in!
I would love to let you guys in, but Kaepernick is kind of thick and yeah.
I'm trapped.
No,
Can't move.
but guys, I think we got it though, really, because the whole place will go down in flames anyway. So just stand back and watch the show.
What, it's burning?
Yeah.
Put it out!
Why?
It's
I'll
gonna
be fine.
burn the whole forest down!
I mean, it's dangerous plants right here, man. Gotta be safe.
There are
Burn
innocent
spread.
creatures living in this forest, Con.
This is natural selection right here.
What is natural about magic?
Fire is natural.
And through the door, you hear like 2 voices in unison kind of go, "Wow, they got some balls." And then they just go quiet. And that ends their turn, not able to do anything. Bringing us to Copy of Nekis. Better redeem yourself.
I move up, unblocking the door, and swipe at this thing.
Which sword do you use?
Wow. And you almost like you just take one of your collection of swords at this point off your back and kind of just spin it around and stab straight down with like no expression on your face. And the twig looks up, puts his little twig arms up, and goes as it just smashes into a million pieces under your blade, which you casually lift back up and return to your back. Ending your turn, unless you want to move somewhere.
No, I'm going hang out with Falcon.
Right. Who's like scratching at his ankle. I'm like, God, that kind of hurt. They're so small, but they pack a punch. And that brings us over to our rogues again. As everybody else is done with combat. Back to Gale.
So I see one through the window, right?
You see the one that has come through the window and turn your character.
Oh fuck.
There you go. And attacked Bean. Like, Bean and the little twig blight are kind of like dancing back and forth in this weird, like, battle with each other. Small people battle.
I'm going to go actually right there
Alright.
and get a short sword attack with stealth bonus or sneak attack bonus.
Yes.
And then I roll a what? God damn.
Okay, you stab up and then swipe left into this small cluster of animated twigs as it screeches and clatters lifeless to the ground. And with that, all three parties return to blissful silence.
Is the stuff still on fire?
There is still a small flame starting to build up in this shrub on the south side of the building, yes.
Put that shit out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put out with. Let's let it burn. You'll burn itself out. It's fine.
I'm leaving.
Wait, you guys.
Can I investigate the building, see if there's anything around?
Yeah,
Of
anybody
note.
wants to investigate or do perception checks if you're just looking around the building.
This side too, for this side.
It being fire and everything.
Coca, do a roll. I failed mine.
You want me to take a look for you?
It's dark in here.
Oh, that's right. Simple human eyes.
Jeez, cut that out, man. As one of the twins rushes in and starts stomping on the shrub with his foot.
Party pooper.
I'm not setting this whole place on fire, I'm sorry.
I'll be fine. I'm burn immune.
Yeah, the rest of us aren't.
Oh well, unfortunate.
Right, as Koga and Ansarin take a quick look around their half of the broken down buildings, you find what seems to be a couple old, like mossy pieces of furniture that hold nothing of note. All the drawers are empty on the dressers. The fire pit is long overgrown and has not even ashes left in it, so you don't unfortunately find much of anything.
Alright, let's head back outside and wait for everybody else.
And as they search around and decide to give up in their endeavors and leave, you see on the other side of the building through the overgrowth, Khan and Nekis are rooting around in the what they can see. This building is pretty overgrown. You do find underneath one of the trees, like the roots of the trees, kind of overgrown and breaking up through the stone floor, a small box that seems to have been carried up from under the stone slabs.
You guys find anything on your end?
I think so. Nekis, can you lift this for me?
I see another house.
Well, what you got over there?
Potential loot, so come loot it. I mean,
Wanna check
lift it
that
up.
one out too?
We can get over there. It looks like there's a bunch of thorn brushes in the way. I have to go around.
What kind of box, Nekis?
I lift said box.
Should we open it?
You open it up, and the box itself is almost a little bit wet, kind of mildewy, but when you open it up, you hear the clatter, lovely, lovely ringing clatter of coin as you find what seems to be like the long lost savings of a citizen of the town.
Oh, shit.
Nekis, it sounds like we two are very lucky.
Yeah,
Should we
yes,
split this
we
two
too
ways?
Are
Yes.
very lucky.
Yes.
Oh no.
How much coin do we have to find?
You found what seems to be about 300 copper pieces and 36 silver pieces.
Con,
What?
half and half, yeah?
Yeah, sounds perfect.
What'd you guys find? I heard you.
We-
Con, you
we
said
found
you
a
had
box.
test-
Just an
We found a-
empty old moldy box, man.
We got nothing on our end.
Shame. So, should we go check on Gil and Beam? Ain't heard from him in a while. Or you guys can go check on him. It'll take us a while to get over there.
Yep, on our way.
Look at him.
Yeah.
You guys walk in and you just see a scattering of twigs and two unharmed rogues kind of just chilling in the middle of the room.
Did you find anything in here?
More or less twig shitters.
Yeah, we
Can
took
I?
them out.
Is there anything in this room to open?
You can see what seems to be a dresser on the far side of the room, or a desk. Can't tell.
Open
It's
the
so
dresser.
overgrown. Do an investigation check.
Womp
Okay, I'll have a look.
Alright, you can roll with advantage then, Gil. Nice.
That was a large spread.
You rummage through the few drawers that still hold anything and find what seems to be a clump of just moldy, indecipherable, like, paper notes that don't seem to be... They're so decayed that you can't glean anything from them.
Oh. Alright, let's head back. I assume you guys found some twigs on the other side? I heard some shit going down.
Yeah. Nothing much. We've come across these guys before.
Alright, so what's the plan here? Are we gonna
Are we
stay
gonna
around
cross
the
this?
area?
Let's
Or
head
back to
up
the end?
Yeah, Falcon carefully picks his way between the vines and the brush to the other side.
I'm still scared of that. I'm gonna take the long way.
What did you find on this side?
Nothing but some twig things.
Sounds about the
Hey,
Do you guys smell copper?
No, you okay? You feeling okay, man?
That sound like you got
smelling
blood or
copper
something.
is a sign of
Yeah.
illness.
I spent a lot of time around very certain metals.
I mean, don't we all have copper?
Unusual.
If that's what you mean.
Gil backs away slightly from Koga.
you must smell my bombs.
Yeah, that must be it.
Say something else there.
Must be
So?
something.
Here, take a big whiff of my bag.
Oh.
Put those away. Nobody wants to see a little omelets.
Suit yourself. He puts it away.
Put their sack away.
So we're back where the zombies are. Now, what time is it now? We wasted
Oh,
out.
it's getting pretty much into 11, if not midnight.
See, if we could have killed those zombies earlier, they'd been getting ready for
I
sleep.
mean,
a long
we're
time ago.
fine. We can still take care of them if we want to. I would still very much like to study one.
I'm okay with killing them. I would like to sleep in a sheltered place with no trees.
Very true.
Agree, those blights didn't prove too much of trouble, and those buildings were certainly not very camping friendly.
All right, lead the way, Nekus.
Wait, before you open the door, let me try your fireball. It's gonna go guns blazing. Bing, you got permission to use the bomb. Get it ready.
Oh, well, are we doing this?
Yes, we're gonna blow this whole shit up, man.
Someone say bombs? It's already
Yeah.
got one out.
Gil is going to stand back a healthy distance.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, I got a fireball in hand, man.
Alright.
I shall burst into this door.
Are we doing it like we did last time? Am I dancing lighting this thing?
Are you trying to dazzle zombies?
They get very easily distracted.
Oh, no,
According to
man,
this one book I read
I'm
called
already glowing. I think I'm gonna.
You
attract
read a lot of
attention.
books that I feel like don't exist.
Oh, they exist.
But I never
Read a book, man.
Alright. What's the plan?
Negus is about to burst in
Oh,
the
I'm bursting through the door.
Okay.
I'll
As in
be, I'll be
countdown.
last in.
Everybody kind of crouches down, ready for a fight. We've got a bomb out in Bean's hand. There's a
Wait.
fireball dancing on Khan's fingertips.
My hands start to sparkle. Dancing
Your
lights
hands
is ready.
sparkle. And with that, there's a kick on the door, and then it
Yeah.
smashes in.
I think when what? Go.
Something gets lobbed over your head. A fireball goes just flinging by your the side of your head. And like that, we start battle. That was really bad timing on that eerie sound.
Can't roll.
Yeah, I think we're still in combat for a while.
Yeah, I gotta move it. Alright.
Sick.
Wow.
Damn, Bean. Is it Bean or Bane?
Bean.
Okay.
Call it where you want, man.
Yeah, we've got somebody calling him Fury over here, so. Alright, as you guys step into the aftermath of the smoke that has filled this room, you just hear various sounds like kind of rising up around you, and zombies kind of shuffling forward through the smoke. You just see the dark silhouette. And Bean comes rushing in past you and says, "Where are they at?"
All around, man. Pick.
"Oh, I see him." And he takes a running dash to the side, and you just hear two swings of his daggers. And the nasty slicing of zombie flesh. But immediately accompanied by that, there is the sound of a as smoke seems to not smoke, but perhaps ash seems to burst out through, mixing with the smoke around you as he attacks and goes, "Oh shit! They explode if you hit them."
Oh god.
Yeah, I feel like you used to smoke, man. Thank you for having those lungs. You didn't smoke so much now, didn't you?
"Oh, I'm fine, but be careful."
I'll keep my
The
distance.
zombie groan as it takes a considerable amount of damage, but you can't see much through the smoke that is starting to clear. That brings us to Answerin's turn.
Oh, you know what it is, Magic Missile.
Magic
So
missile.
just got skill and learn.
Tides of Chaos.
Alright.
Wait, Tides of Chaos happens first, and then Magic Missile?
And that you can, do Tides of Chaos because you're using. What is it that you're using? Yeah, you get advantage. So you roll with advantage, and then you get you get it back. So do that first, and then roll with advantage.
Shift is advantage.
Yes.
Why isn't it letting me?
What?
Oh. It says it's out of charging. What? I have one of one.
Huh.
Oh wait, I get it back because the other one resolved, right?
Yes.
Okay, figured it out. Okay, Tides of Chaos. Shift. Right.
Yep, shift to roll advantage. Wow, look. What are these rolls?
2 here. 1 here.
Alright. That's gonna be 3. Okay. You, the bolts of blue light go arcing outwards and crash into the flesh of these zombies, which both actually explode in this small puff of what seems just like ash, kind of getting flaked off of their charred skin. But nobody is close enough for it to really affect them. and they just both let out groans, low groans as they take damage. And as that happens, you feel your magic kind of writhe a bit, but with a low, almost gentle pulsing as right as the smoke is clearing, a thick veil of fog begins to just start spreading.
Oh, no,
on
guys,
the
it's
earth.
happening. I'm blacking out. I'm blacking out.
No, it's just fog that starts to spread from where you stand, kind of covering the whole room and the surrounding area on the outside. These beams of- Wait, what's this?
I had a heavy breakfast. I'm sorry.
I don't smell anything.
Yeah.
I'll
You
take
will.
the word for it.
Yes,
Oh
let me
my.
see.
And that ends your turn. You cast fog on yourself.
I'll get my
That
time.
brings us- Yeah, you do get it back. That brings us to the zombies' turn. All of which are going to start shuffling forward, just low, to like almost slap out with their slow, fleshy, ashy hands at the large, glowing man that is drawing their attention like moths. Wow. Two of them do manage to thunk you like one right across the side of your head and the other really oddly hard in your right in your middle, which kind of clunks through your armor and just bruises you. And you take 10 bludgeoning damage from the two that managed to hit.
Wow.
You just got slapped the fuck
Dunk,
up.
dunk by two zombie fists.
It was a slow slap that you could easily dodge and see coming, but you know.
And the one that tries to lash out at Bean with its fist will actually miss completely as Bean just like squats a little bit and ducks down, just missing the zombie fist completely. And it actually doesn't see that coming at all. With too much momentum, swings far to the left and clocks the one next to it right across the side of its head. You just hear as it deals 5 damage to it. And its head is kind of broken off to the side, not facing you. That
Wait,
ends it.
does my fog affect the area or just my square?
It affects range attacks get disadvantage.
Okay.
And affects the whole area, yeah. And that ends the zombie's turn. It's now Koga. You
Okay.
up.
I'm gonna push past everyone and get to this spot
As you do.
right here.
Alright.
There we go. And I take a swing.
Alright. Oh, unfortunately, through the fog, you can't quite see where you're swinging in this tiny space with all these bodies around you, and you miss. Barely, just barely miss. Like you almost hook it on the side of its arm, but not quite. And brings us to copy of Nekus. He's completely
No way.
surrounded.
These things hurt.
You okay to copy Nicholas? And they kind of stunned there.
You know, I'm just figuring out what I'm doing.
You know, well, you should figure out if they slap you again.
It's gonna try and 2 for 1.
Spin the win.
If only.
Hit the one in front of me, I guess.
Alright.
Wow.
Nice.
Does it die?
Does it die? You swing forward with your lovely sword and stab right through, kind of lifting it up in the air a little bit, cutting it open through its midsection, but it just kind of groans a little bit and flails on the tip of your sword, still alive.
And then I will follow up with
When you hit, okay.
hit, and it's undead, so it takes.
Deal or roll 2 more times.
Do I just click the thing, or do I roll?
Yeah, click it 2 more times.
Jesus.
Okay. As you hold it up on the tip of your sword, the sword starts glowing along with your entire body, like glowing even brighter than you are when you're lit up with the light spell. And this zombie lets out a loud and explodes, like just explodes into this blinding light that beams outwards and then disappears, and there's nothing but a cloud of ash where it once was on the tip of your sword. It's gone.
And
Badass.
then it's my turn.
Yeah, that's your turn. That was a good one. And that brings us to Falcon, who walks up behind you, answering, and not able to get past you guys, just kind of says, "How many of them are left?"
2, I think, from what I can see.
Just 2? And from
I think
inside
there's, I feel
the
like there's
building?
3 left.
Yeah, you hear being chopped. 3!
I can't see.
Oh, maybe we could see if you have fog everywhere.
Is anybody
Sorry.
badly hurt?
Well, the zombie.
Nekus got slapped.
Next is fine. Look at him. Big and strong. He just one-shot a zombie.
Okay. He can't see anything from his view, from his line of sight behind you, so he unfortunately can't do much this turn. And that brings us to Khan.
Well, trying to bring out the old dart. Hopefully I don't miss it on the fog.
Darts, why would you shoot a dart and you get disadvantage?
What else I'm gonna do, man?
And it would just
Magic? I don't know.
Nah, man. Time for some darts.
He wants us to play darts.
Oh,
You did see an old dartboard in the back of the inn room.
is that a roll?
It was covered in fog.
Second. Why are you not rolling? It says I have no darts, damn it. I have darts. I'm sorry, I'm gonna fix that.
You should have darts. You should have at least 9 left.
It says I have 0. Change
What?
that back to
How many times have you used your dart?
like twice, so no, I got some.
Through all of them.
10. Now do you
He's
have
bored
darts?
sometimes. There we go.
Do one over Bean's head.
You do
No,
have disadvantage though. You have to roll again.
roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're in fog. You can't really see.
I mean, how do I roll with disadvantage? Oh,
Hold control.
It's just better.
What? It's ridiculous. Okay. In your typical fashion, you kind of, without even looking, just whip out a little dart and fling, right over Bean's head. He's like, "Whoa!" And it just, you hear it stick. He goes, "You hit him right in the eye, nice!" Because you hit the zombie. Even
sharp.
ahead of you, just hear groaning as the zombie starts to hunch over a bit, seeming damaged. And it's your turn. Bring us to Gale. Unless you want to do something, you want to move?
I don't think I can really move anywhere.
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, so that zombie's dead, right?
Yeah.
But it's gonna be dangerous other than the zombie. Yeah, I'll try to move actually. I'm gonna move with a dead zombie and stand on top.
Which one?
See if someone else can get inside. The dead one that's in front of Nekus.
If you walk there, you do get opportunity attack.
Damn.
Stay where you
Get
are,
slapped.
Alright.
Which you already hear just out of the fog as a fleshy ashen fist just whams you right across the
Damn.
side of your head, and you take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Zombies were once professional boxers.
No, we're like bobbing and weaving and shit. Flying with the zombies. Yeah, you're almost dead.
She died.
He didn't bite you, did he?
Oh, you just.
Because I read in this one book that if they bite you,
Yeah, what's that book called?
Resident Evil.
Ah, that's a good one. I've read that.
I heard that's
Oh,
a
you
sickness.
You
Not,
have
not
it. Oh,
actually
I
by
closed the door.
zombies. Why you close the door?
With that very successful turn, will bring us to Gale.
Where even are you?
Can I go here and peer through the window? It's broken, right?
You can climb through it if you want.
Alright, I'm gonna go here. I can't see any of the zombies, I suppose.
No.
I'm gonna climb through.
Alright, do a dexterity check.
Okay. Alright.
As you climb through this broken window, you actually catch your knee on a bit of broken glass that's still rimming this window, and you take 3 slashing damage, and your knee is just like gushing blood awfully.
Do I make
And you
it
make
through
way
at
through the
least?
window, yeah, you as you're going through the window, yeah.
I don't have permission to do that. Can you move? Thank you.
Sorry.
Do I have line of sight on any of these things, or is this a door?
What's a door?
Is it open?
It's just a door frame.
Okay. So I can see the zombie.
Yeah, sorry. You can see the zombie.
I'm gonna sigh at the knee wound, and I'm gonna shoot an arrow at it.
Alright. Alright, the arrow sticks straight out neck as you actually, and Con, you see the arrow kind of stick right through the chest of this this zombie from behind.
Guys, there's some random guy here shooting zombies.
So the zombie kind of looks down in confusion. Do you want to move anywhere else?
I'm gonna go here.
Alright,
I love my turn.
that ends your turn. Seeing your very creative choice of movement, the 2 twins will follow your lead and try and make their way through the window behind you, seeing that the doorway is currently congested. And
Hopefully not.
with almost like with the acrobatic ease, they kind of like gymnasts, they almost do a diving, leaping roll through the window and come out on the other side. Totally
down, Gale.
fine.
I'm gonna look down at them and sigh.
As they clamber up and come face to face with the zombie, but that takes all of their movement. But they are inside the building and ready to fight. And that brings us back to Bean, who is going to duck again and lash out at the zombie in front of him with 2 dagger attacks. Dealing 2 nice cuts of damage across its legs. He's so short, but the zombie actually lets out a low groan and starts to collapse. But as it starts to collapse, it almost seems to be reanimated, as it stands back up straight and kind of hunches over, but it's still alive where it seemed like it was going to die. And that ends his turn. He's like, wait, I could have sworn I killed it.
Get harder next time, man.
Oh, I guess so. And that brings us to answering.
Alright, I'm gonna move into the room.
Alright.
And I will cast True Strike onto the zombie.
Interesting. Okay. And True Strike is
Concentration. But I get on my next attack, I get advantage.
yeah. All right.
And that's it.
You focus on this zombie, and you immediately become very aware of the fact that, as with most zombies, they are very weak to radiant damage or any holy damage. But aside from that, they're pretty resistant to almost everything else. But you do also get some insight on weak points on the body that you can strike at, so you'll have advantage on your next turn.
Got it.
As the zombies shuffle forward to lash out at whoever they are facing, which happens to be Khan, Bean, and a copy of Nekis.
Pray for me.
That's my shield.
All right. You hear three and the swinging of fists as all three zombies kind of almost strike in unison. The first two swinging at Bean and copy of Nekis, easily dodgeable as they kind of half-ass just swing outwards. And Bean seems to be very, very nimble in his dodges, but unfortunately, Khan, as you're still recovering from the jarring smack on the side of your face, another one whack, hits you again and whips your head to the other side as you get punched for a second time, taking 5 bludgeoning damage.
Dead?
Gotta save me.
He's getting punched to death.
And then it's their turn. No, Koga's turn.
I guess I'm going back at the one right in front of me. He's
Yeah.
totally focused on someone else. Well, that's my turn.
God damn it.
Through the fog, you still can't hit him. Fuck. He's a sneaky zombie. I'm sorry. And that brings us to copy of Nekis, who watches Koga blindly swing out but not hit his mark yet again. Growl in frustration.
You know, I think the twins will kill the other zombie. Come on.
Come on.
I'm
As
sorry.
Khan,
I'm looking at this. Sorry.
I'll attack the zombie in front of me.
Alright.
Does it die?
Yes, you managed to hit. Sorry, I was waiting for you to roll something else. Are you going to, or is that your one hit?
Is it still alive?
Yes.
I have no faith in Koga. I'll smite this one as well.
Okay.
He stares at Koga
Three
disappointedly,
times again?
Yeah, 3 times.
locking eyes.
This time, yeah, he locks eyes with Koga, just genuine disappointment. Swings this longsword and slices right at a diagonal through the midsection of the zombie, as from the wound, just blinding, like almost silver light just arcs out, and it screeches and explodes again in another puff of ash. Dead.
Almost parental disappointment in his eyes.
Alright, that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, that brings us to Falcon, who's going to kind of push in as best he can through the doorway with his bow out to take a kind of awkward shot at the zombie in front of Yukon. Unfortunately getting disadvantage. But the shot still hits, hitting the zombie right to the neck, the sound. as it goes down on both its knees with like a nasty, fleshy thud, but again, with a groan, gets up and locks eyes again with Khan. This is the one whose head is kind of crooked off to the side, broken, so it's like awkwardly looking at you out of the corner of its eye. But it is still alive.
And I
I'm
don't
not-
think we can kill this thing with regular attacks.
That brings us to Khan's turn, who can find out for himself.
Man.
How's the magic with the land? Finish.
Master missiles used by pussies. I'm not. I don't know. You know, I'm about to die anyway. I listen to the Nuggets even though just
You will get disadvantaged because you're close range.
Oh.
I have no other.
Sorry.
Could
Hit it with
disengage,
your-
couldn't
hit
you?
it, hit it.
I am blacking out. I don't care.
Oh yeah,
Um,
disengage.
Is there disengage?
Yes.
There it is, yeah.
So can
It
I?
uses your action. You don't need to roll it. Just say that you're ducking away and moving to the other side of the room.
Where can I move to?
Move behind the bar.
I disengage behind the bar. I'm gonna topple over the bar and this flip over and land.
Yeah. You back away from the zombie that's punched you twice now, like rubbing your neck painfully on the side of your head, and then
Just give him a black eye.
you got a big black eye. Tumble over the bar with a groan and then off to the other side, back into safety.
Naked avenge me.
It is Gale's turn.
You're not dead yet.
Close to death.
I move like here.
Yep.
Can I see the zombie?
Yep. From over the table.
I'll just take another short bow shot.
Yep. Alright. The arrow pierces the zombie like right through the almost where its heart would be, right through its chest, protruding forward. And this time the zombie with a low sighing groan falls over and just kind of starts disintegrating into dust. Dead.
Alright guys, regular attacks work.
And seeing this, the two twins rush forward, both of them attacking twice in a weird, intense flurry at the single zombie that's left facing facing poor Bean, and the zombie gets almost sliced into chunks, just collapsing to the ground in several puffs of smoke as it gets sliced to bits. Also dead. And that ends combat.
Show them guys.
Someone should probably check on that guy.
I'm good, man. I'm just bleeding a little bit, and I'm seeing kind of like double.
I'll heal Khan for 2 and myself.
2.
Anyway,
He's going to heal himself for more while looking you in the eye.
I'm grateful that you're even healing me at all.
You okay there? As the Nekis's hand starts just glowing faintly, and some of the pain in your throbbing in your head starts to subside, but not all of it.
Your black eye gets slightly less black.
Yeah.
I mean, not really. I'm like at 40% right now.
Excellent.
I really could use like a rest.
Falcon walks in and says, "Well, I believe we've cleared them out.
Maybe you should do your sensibility thing again, big guy.
Sensibility.
Once a day, man.
Well, you counted 4 last time, right?
Yeah.
Good enough for me.
I mean, my question is, who brought these things back to life? I
That's
wanna.
He
I wanna-
didn't tell us they came back to life because volcano or something. Yeah.
Well, that's the legend.
I mean, it's obviously magic. Can I do an Arcana check to see if it's magic? If
Sure.
it's like necromancy.
For the magical zombies
Nope.
are
You ain't no shit.
I don't know nothing.
Try to glean as much as you possibly can out of these basically just piles of ash, but you can't tell anything. Well, shall we choose this building? Seems more intact than the others. At least it's not overgrown. Should we
Yeah.
use this as our campsite?
At least it's covered, so let's go with this and rest for the night.
I'm gonna move into the other room. I don't want to sleep with these things.
Can I barricade the door with this table?
You just barricade the door with yourself.
Yeah, you could just sit against the door.
Bean hops down off the bar and says, "Good to meet," and walks in.
I'm just gonna lay down right here.
Gil's gonna hop on this table facing the window.
Alright. The table that's been pushed up against the door.
Wait,
I'm using this round table.
what is
Oh,
that?
the round table. Okay, yeah. Never mind then. Yeah, you can hop up there and...
Gonna lean against the wall.
Yep. Alright. As the two twins kind of waddle over to take their places on either side of the room. Waddle. Why do I always say
Everyone waddles.
Everyone waddles. The large people waddle. The small people waddle. Everyone waddles. And we will find out what becomes of your long rest next time.
Alright.
Yeah.
You guys need to start lighting fires when you go to sleep and, like eating food.
No, we hadn't ate food for a couple days now.
We haven't eaten at
I
all.
thought about that earlier, but
Should probably get some sustenance. But Alright. Thanks, guys.